Let's go ahead and get this thing started, huh? Lordy, lordy. I don't know if this is working or not. We'll find out. Who knows? Says I'm streaming. I got sound and a picture on OBS. I don't know if y'all are seeing anything. Is it working? Is it? Can you see anything? Can you hear me? You have picture and sound. Oh, that's a plus. It's going to be echoey, and the mic is probably going to be crap tonight. I'm sorry. I didn't think it would happen. Then it might not. No, it is still, as you can see on the timer here, 11 minutes and 48 seconds from when they estimate it's going to drop on Steam. So I figured, why not get on here and talk instead of just typing to everybody? What a mess. You know, they didn't have to announce they were going to drop this thing tonight if they weren't ready to do it. uh, I can take the trailer off if y'all just want to stare at a static screen. Um, but yeah. So yeah, we're sitting here. They've now said that it's 11:30 when well, I'm sorry, my 11:30 when it's supposed to launch on Steam. Thanks, Nope. I appreciate it. Uh, what a mess. So yeah, so there's supposed to be another, I don't know, whatever, so many minutes. If you ever played Atlas and waited for Grape Shot to drop an update, you got the same response. We're sorry, it's going to be another delay. We're still cooking things. Like, get out of the kitchen, folks. Let's get this game going. It's fine like this. I just don't remember the drop taking that much time. So this is the trailer, I guess, that they're running on the countdown. This looks like they've decided to stop running the that's bad news. They've decided to stop running the ASA trailer over and over again, and now they're just running all the trailers for the different season because this is from Genesis. Why not? Why not? So who's excited? I was a couple hours ago. Now I feel like I've misled y'all into coming out here and watching. So I do apologize. Now, is it's going to get it might get kind of crazy if it. So here's the thing: if it launches when they say in 9 minutes and 6 seconds, I still got to download it and then install it and hope it runs. And we'll go through the good, the bad, the ugly, because I want y'all to see exactly what is out there. Part of the point of putting this out here for y'all is so that you can see what it is before you have to spend your hard-earned cash on a reskin of the same game you already paid for. Taking 4 times as long as they should. Uh, like I said, if they put the announcement out that they were going to have a um, info release today, and they did during the Xbox whatever partner program, And I think that's all anybody expected. And then they had to go and say, oh, and guess what? We're going to drop the game tonight. Well, if you weren't ready to, maybe you should have just waited until it was ready and then say, we're dropping the game. Because now you got people all over the place, all bent out of shape. And I get it. It's a video game. And, we should all be grateful to the video game gods that we have games to play. I get that thought, but be prepared. Jesus. This is why people get upset. And I get it. I mean, I'm making no bones about it. I have a code that I got by being an ambassador for the arcade program, so I am not paying for Arc Ascendant. I may pay for it eventually in blood, sweat, and tears, um, that's that's I went ahead and signed up for the creators program, which I posted that I got into, so that was one of the benefits out of that. And and I posted this in our Discord. So the plan for the stream tonight is I'm going to provide some trivia for y'all. You may already know these things, and you may not know these things about me. But yeah, we'll do the trivia info drop tonight. And then on the first stream, once I get back home, because I'm not down in North Carolina right now, and that's why I'm kind of on a headset and wasn't really expecting this to happen today. But I promised you I'd be out here when it drops, so I'm trying to live up to my promise. But that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do the trivia info tonight and take notes, because the next stream we do, I'm gonna ask trivia questions based on this information. So I'm giving you the answers to the test. And the first person that buzzes in will get a code for the game. And I'll send it to you. It'll be a Steam code. So you will need to be able to get a Steam code from the US. I went on Humble Bundle and was going to get codes from there, but they don't have it on there yet. So it's going to have to be a Steam code that you can use from the US if you get it, because that's just the way it's going to be. And I will not. Sorry, I can't be responsible for the internet connection of everybody that's dialing into the streams when we do this thing. So it'll be the first answer that comes up on the next stream when we actually have the contest. But tonight's not the contest. So if you know the answer when I say it and you buzz in, you get everybody's admiration, but no prizes tonight. Just to be clear with that. But I'm going to give away 4 copies of the game to lucky answer givers on the next stream. Okay, this is the real thing. This is the trailer for Ascended. So if you haven't seen this yet, it looks pretty freaking good. I mean, the rendering is amazing. Now, I'm on my home away from home computer that's a 2080 RTX card. And I have 64 gigs of RAM. This is the old system I used to stream with, so I don't know how it's going to run. The cooler on this computer is about shot, so we may have a meltdown halfway through the stream. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it works, but this is what it's going to look like in game, apparently, if we ever get the game to play. Oh, really? Well, this is the official ARC countdown. So they updated the timer the last time they delayed. We'll see. We're at 3 minutes till drop. And like I said, when I see the thing come up, I'm gonna have to dip out. So I'm gonna try. I'm working off of shoestrings and duct tape here. So you'll have to forgive me if the screen gets wonky while I'm going back and forth from stuff. But I'm gonna have to go to Steam, see if it's ready, try to download it. I've got a fast internet connection here, so it shouldn't take that long to download. All things considered, we'll see. See what happens. It'll be exciting. Y'all missed me anyway, right? Like, no. I have, by the way, I have one monitor, so I'm looking at OBS right now. So if the stream drops, I won't know. So you'll have to like, I know I've got Discord shut down. I've got everything shut down, just about except Steam, because I want to make sure I got all the resources I can, focused on running the game and downloading the game and playing the game and streaming at the same time. With tech being what it is these days, you never know how it's going. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, really? They got another binary build issue, or is that the same thing that they had? Okay, gang. Frustrating news. We are currently nudging Steam back another hour. That's the one they've had? So that's the one they posted an hour ago. We'll soon see what happens. Anything is possible. Oh, that's thank you. I appreciate that. I have a weird voice, I think. When I listen to myself editing, it's like, oh my God, I don't sound that bad, do I? And I stutter a heck of a lot more than I think I do, because when I'm editing, it's like, wow. Oh, great. That's coming off of theirs, but it's probably delayed a little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking positive, Chrissy. I'm trying to hold out hope. Sucking up will not get you stinky. Where's the trivia giver voice? So the trivia. So here's the thing. I'm in Virginia. I've got to get down back home to North Carolina to get back to my real studio. Well, it's an upstairs bedroom, but it's where I have all my gadgets, so we can do the stream. I'm hoping we're driving down tomorrow. It's about a 5-hour drive, and so I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow night. But if not, it'll be what is today? Is today what is today? Thursday? Friday? Whatever. If it's not tomorrow night, it'll be the night after. But I'll put a schedule out on YouTube on when we're going to stream, and then that will be the. Oh, it's Wednesday. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe it'll be Thursday or Friday. Uh, if you're in the U.S., if you're in Australia, it could be any day because that could be a different day. Okay, the countdown has finished. Let me go check and see what happens. If I shut the stream off, I'm sorry. Just wait a second and I'll get it started back up. Countdown loading. What the heck is that? That's something different. I haven't seen that all night. Let me go check Steam. Okay. Let's be right back. Okay, well, just refresh the Steam page and still nada. So we'll see what this means. Countdown loading. Again, maybe they're uploading it to Steam as we speak. It's so exciting. I really do appreciate everybody coming out because I could be by myself doing this, and that's just no fun. I'm gonna try to get the YouTube page on my phone so I at least make sure that I'm not dropping the signal here. Try to turn the sound down so you don't get an echo. Oh, good. It's a commercial. That's nice. Okay, yeah. It's on here. Yay. Oh, there is a triple threat tonight. I can't see it because I can't go from one screen to another, but please do check the triple threat folks that I've listed in the comments, or I'm sorry, in the description of the video, and go by and check them out. They're some of them are brand new to streaming and video content, and some have been around a while, but all making some fun stuff, mostly survival games, but a little bit of mix this time. Go out there and say, "Hey, Yuli sent me," and we're leaving a comment and saying thumbs up and keep on putting the effort in because it is a lot of effort to put these videos together. Whether it's just getting the equipment to work or whether it's waiting for screens to load, or all kinds of stuff. But yeah, give them a shot. They'd appreciate it. It's always good. You feel good when you have somebody, give you a thumbs up on something or leave a comment on a video. It really does make the creator appreciate the fact that people are out there and they're not just sending stuff out into the ether and nobody's watching it. Going to my knitting to watch and listen. Back for this game is kind of beefy. Thank God I spent 3K on my PC. Yeah, it's gonna be a bear. I'm flying blind here because I can't go to I've shut down all the Discord, so I can't go out and see what it's saying about is it ready to go, and probably wouldn't matter anyway because there's so many trolls out there in the channels going it's ready or it's not coming out till next week or see y'all in November and all that other crap. I'm newer at streaming on Facebook, only 122 followers and no one watches. I do it for the fun at least. Well, that's awesome, James Brown. That's kind of where I started with this whole thing is I'm doing it for fun, and I'm still doing it for fun because, yeah, you know what? I was gonna retire and just sit in a chair and watch stuff and play games, and I thought, well, why don't I retire and make a video channel and play games and have people laugh at me? So that's worked out decent. But yeah, drop your if you're in Discord, make sure you come by the Discord channel. The link is in the description. So hop by the Discord channel and leave me a link to your Facebook stream, and maybe I'll feature you in the triple threat one night. Can't say that it'll bring you a whole heck of a lot of traffic, but hey, every bit of advertising is good advertising, right? And for the delayed, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's wild card, but it would be disappointing. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Is it's not like I'm surprised by any of this. It's just, come on, y'all should have your act together by now. This is what Wildcard's been doing Ark for how many years now? They come in. I keep getting games mixed up. Did it come out in 2015 or 2018? But yeah, they should have this figured out. They've done enough games, and their dev team has been involved in enough different games. I mean, it goes the same thing with Atlas and with Last Oasis. Same kind of thing as we get here, and then they go, oh, actually, we gotta wait a little bit longer. All right, let me go check Steam again, see what happens. All right, be right back. That's what. funny. It's fun to hang out together, though. I really appreciate y'all coming out here. Hey, you can leave a like even if we're not, even if we don't get to watch the game. You can be happy you were here to witness the whole thing live and in person. Oh, 13 likes already. Well, that's nice. Thank you. If you're not in our Discord, if you're not in the OG Discord, the link is in the description of the video. So make sure you get in. None of that stuff's working. No. I don't have any of that stuff on here. I wish I did. I don't think it's going to work. Wait a minute. Oh, the 8-ball is? Really? Wow. Okay. Oh, that's on Stream Elements. Okay, so it's not on my computer. It's actually outside. All right, cool. Well, is Julie going to be able to play it? Perhaps. That's probably right. Yeah. But yeah, do go to the Discord because here's the plan. Aside from the trivia game, so I will have at least one ASA server up. Baby Nitrado still hasn't put the stuff out so you can get on there, and they're the exclusive server people for Ark Ascended. At least not last time I refreshed the page. NGP TBF Gaming. Yep, pretty much Ark being Ark TBF. So yeah. Hey Meryl. So go to the Discord, and as soon as I get the servers up and running, I'll put the information out there, and you go out and play ASA, and see for yourself. It's a PC server, and I don't know what kind of mods will be available when it actually launches. They just got the dev kit out, according to the post earlier today, this afternoon. So I think some modders got advanced copies, but I wouldn't want to read the NDAs they had to sign to get them. I have PC servers. It will be PvE. I don't do PvP servers. It's too much chaos. I'm too old for that crap. If you like PvP, great. Have fun with it. I'm over it. It'd be cool if you had a small group of people that just wanted to play, just a competition thing. But it ain't a competition on there. It's like I mean, the bad part about it is there were people on the Ark channel last night, mega tribes advertising for people to join their tribe because they're going to pop lock all the different servers as soon as they're open. I'm like, what the heck? You guys are going to break the game before you even get it started, and then you're going to whine about the fact there's nothing to do. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it does to other people. Maybe that's the way they have fun. And I'm not saying that they're, not doing what they want to do, but it sure does make it bad for other people that just want to play the games. But yeah, we'll have a Ascended server up by the weekend, I'm hoping. And you can come out and play. They're going to release, according to the post, they're going to release Svartalheim and the island. I will probably start with the island. If we get enough people that want to play, then maybe we'll add Svartalheim to it. Those battle royale style events, but for the most part, you're tired of logging on the base. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got a really good group of people that play on the OG servers. Meryl and Nope and a few of the other ones that are on here. Chrissy, they could speak to it better than I can, but because they're out there playing all the time, and I wish I had. I've got myself. The problem is I've got myself running between too many games. I've been playing Starfield. I've been doing a reload of Ark, the island, so I can figure out how to do this tonight because it's been a while since I played on the island. Mega Tribe takes it all. I remember back sitting on the raising. Yeah, exactly. Here, join our Mega Tribe. You won't get wiped, but you'll spend 8 hours chopping wood for us so we can go play the game. Right, exactly. So the way I run the servers is there'll be boosted rates, at least. The servers I have up right now, well, I actually just shut down two in the mix because I'm on G Portal and you can't get ASA on G Portal. It's exclusive to Nitrado. So I shut two down to move them to Nitrado. But I've got the World of Lasum, which is a modded map, and it's pretty cool. Um, and then the two maps that I've seen so far that are coming out with Arc Ascended that I've actually seen from the developer is Svartalheim and the Island. We'll start with the Island, then we'll see about Svartalheim as things go if we get enough people that want to play. All right, I'm going to dip out again and see what we got on Steam. What does it say on here still? Countdown loading. Awesome. This is what I want on my tombstone, you know, for anybody that... I wanted to say... respawning in 3, 2, buffering, buffering. Yeah. Naname doesn't think that joke's funny. I think it's hilarious. I mean, people are trying to get in. Actually, it's not even available yet, NGP. So they they did a boneheaded thing, in my opinion, and said, "Hey, not only are we announcing that here's the trailer and gameplay, but we're gonna have this available for you at 7:30 tonight," and it's not. This will be, I think, the third delay we're working on, and it's 11:46 p.m. for me. So, yeah. They could at least keep playing something in the background instead of this loading screen. Maybe it'll say something. It'll go, "It's here! Go get it!" And then Steam will melt down. All the servers at the Steam headquarters will go burst into flame. It's funny, you know, people complain about this whole situation and about having to pay for ASA after they've already bought all the ARC content when they said it was going to be free, and I'm the same way. I've been complaining about it ever since they did the switcheroo. The thing is, it's bad marketing. If they have not, sorry, I just bopped the mic. If they had not said we're gonna give it to you for free, then nobody would have said anything, and they would have gone, "Oh, okay, it's gonna be $40, and we get this new stuff." Um, and if they had not said tonight it's gonna be out at like what 8 o'clock Pacific, and it's not, then it's just the company keeps doing that, and I don't. If you did it once, then I could go with the fact that, oh, look, they're trying really hard and they just want to make everybody happy. I can get that once, but this is not new. Not for Wildcard, Grape Shot, Donkey Works. None. It's the same thing that keeps happening. It's so funny they were like, buy ASA and get ARC also, and then, yeah, I thought that was a big switcheroo, and I don't think a lot of people realize what was happening there because technically, so Steam has a refund policy, right? As long as you don't play more than 2 hours of a game, the first 2 weeks you have it, you can refund, no questions asked, get a full refund on any game you get. And the R2 was supposed to be on Game Pass for Xbox. But then they said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put this out here and we're going to bundle it with Arc 2. So actually what you're paying for is Arc 2. And you're paying for it a year before it's supposed to come out. So there's no way you're going to be able to refund it through Steam. And Xbox, you're buying a game that's going to be free on Game Pass. I think people that didn't sink in as much as they were just mad because of the price tag for it. So yeah, it got rescinded and then it got changed. Then it got changed again. Now it's $40 if you buy it during early access first release thing, and then it'll be $50 after that. And they've waffled about what's going to be included and what's not going to be included. I mean, just today is first I heard that Svartalheim was going to be. I mean, that's the first announcement I've seen that Svartalheim will be included with the launch today, and that was like 3 hours ago when that came. So that information is brand spanking new. They had talked about Appalachia being the map that would come out with it, but apparently that's a big map. If you looked at the mod for ASE, that's a huge mod. So maybe that's what happened with that. I don't know. I don't work at Wildcard. Thank God. But yeah, so it's not going to be Appalachia. It's going to be Svartalheim. I don't know if that one's going to come sooner or later, or if it's just going to be a modded map or what. We'll find out so much if it ever launches. Then we'll know. And we have the new, Dragon Forge, whatever the heck the Forge thing is that the mods are going to work through. But that was the other big thing. It was like whole thing of cross-play and mods for consoles and all this stuff. And now they've said consoles are not coming out till November. So I'd be pissed if I was a console player. Pretty pissed. Again, that's just me. I'm just a guy. What do I know? I don't get what this loading. I mean, I've already said that, but I don't get what this loading is about. Is this like a stall tactic? Where are my OGs out there? Can you check the Discord and see if it says anything? I actually really hope Steam is going to be crossplay with console when it comes out. So the console version isn't. Yeah. So when the console comes out, you mean? Yeah, because that's going to be a couple. Well, it's October. I keep thinking it's earlier in the year. It's October, so November could be. If it's just a couple weeks. Still sucks for the console players, but yeah, I'm looking forward to actually being able to have a crossplay type situation, and I'm hoping I can, Nitrata is going to take that in consideration with their servers they have. I mean, that would be cool as if we could have an OG server that allowed for console and PC players to be on it. I can't do that with G-Portal. They don't have a way of doing that, but maybe Nitrata figured it out. I don't know. OG Discord, not in the ARC Discord. Okay, thanks for checking, Chrissy. It's supposed to have been out 2 hours ago. They've had one delay, and now they apparently have another one. And I'm on my away from home computer, so I can't swap between screens to see exactly what the heck is going on. This is the official countdown page for Survival Ascended, and they've taken the counter off, and now it just says loading. I don't know what's happening. It says they're working on it at any time now. Okay, well, you know, that's pretty specific. uh, wouldn't that be great? I'll show up for work anytime now. Just pay me the same amount that I've always been paid. I wouldn't. I'm sorry, but you know, Dolly and Sed have been the front facing people in these communities for so long. I wouldn't have their jobs for nothing in the world. I mean, it's just it's almost comical the things that you know it's not their fault. They're not the developers. They're the people that are the community outreach or whatever you want to call it, and they don't. They keep, you know, oh, well, you can't say this, but you can say that. And, you know, it's like, oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would drive me absolutely bananas. I mean, I can keep a secret. Yeah, I can keep a secret. Believe me. But, Jesus. There better be 10% off. Well, if you count 10% off of buy it now versus next week or whenever they move the price up, it is 10% off. Different streams today, and he's in a completely different department over there. Yeah. You know, like I said, I wouldn't have their jobs for nothing. It's got to be tough, but holy smoke. Just get your stuff together. See, it's a family channel. I try not to say bad words. So just get your stuff together and do it. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying we're gonna have it ready here and then it's not ready yet and you're just guessing because tech is not 100%. It just ain't. I can keep a secret, dude. Must be sexy out here. No, but that was a former life, and you know, I know I was not an FBI or CIA or military or any, you know, anything that had Black Ops written on it. Trust me. Would I lie to you? No. But yeah, so why? Why put yourself in a position that people are getting pissed off? I know I get it because here's the thing. Like so many, myself included, when all this stuff hit, and we all said, you know what, screw Ark Ascended, we're not gonna cover it. And believe me, like I said, I'm eating crow here too. So many of us said as creators, this is ridiculous, and we're not going to support it. But guess what? They have done the Dr. Disrespect thing for the gaming community since they announced this stuff, and people are rabid to get their hands on it. I mean, you should, if you haven't seen the ARC Discord server today and yesterday, and actually just this past week, just about, the thing is blowing up every time they say anything that's going to delay anything, and so why would they worry about it? Right? They got a captive audience that are just foaming at the mouth to get their hands on the game. So what do? You don't have to change the way you're doing things. And like I said, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite because I was the same way. I was so mad when they started coming out with this crap about, you know, we said it was free and now it's not going to be free, and we said it was going to do this and it's not going to do that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to have servers. I'm not going to cover it. But the fact of the matter is, it's dinosaurs and people, and everybody wants to play it, and so I made the decision. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what it looks like, and we're gonna try the game out, and that way you can see. You're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly tonight. How does it work? How do we get a character set up? How do you set up your settings? And if the game ever loads, but if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you're going to see how, the fails. And believe me, it's Arc, so if it ain't buggy, it will shock the crap out of me. There's gotta be. I was playing on ASC on the island this week, and the island's the map that's been out the longest. There should be fewer issues with the island than any other map out there. But I'm out there. I have a Rex. I'm trying to knock him out. He's like punch drunk. He's got a dodo that he's trying to chomp. So he's spinning around in a circle trying to get to this dodo that he can't quite get because there's rocks in the way. And I'm just bunking away with the trank darts. And then he just freaking disappears. He spun himself straight into the ground and through the map. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? uh, so, yeah, I'm expecting stuff like that to be happening tonight, or fall through the map and do whatever, if we get to play. But, but it'll be fun. It's fun talking about it. You know, that was the other thing. When I started the Svartalheim, the game coverage, I just did it because I was tired of being mad at Ark. I love the game. The game has always been my happy place. I love playing the game. And I'm like, why am I letting the developers make me not want to play something that I've gotten a lot of enjoyment? I've got trivia question coming up. Here's the question and the answer for next week's or whatever. Next stream's trivia challenge. So how many hours do I have in Ark? Not as many as some, but I got a pretty good vested amount of hours. So I've got about a little over 25K hours on PlayStation, and almost 26K hours in Steam. So we'll call it 5,000 hours in Ark. Easy. Closer to 6, but 5,000 will be the answer for the trivia question. So there's one trivia question for you. And for those who didn't dial in earlier, I am going to be, in the next stream, I'm going to give away 4 copies of ASA. It'll be a Steam code, and you have to be able to use it in the US, because I can't get it through Humble Bundle yet, and I don't know when or if I'll ever be able to. So it'll be a Steam code that you will get the game on PC if you answer the trivia question right in the next stream. First person that answer comes across the screen, that's the one that's going to win. So that's the way we're going to play it. But that's next stream, not this one. And this stream, I'm going to give you the questions and the answers so you can take notes. I had a college professor who did things like that. He's like, we're doing this, and I'm telling you this, and now let me explain it. This will be on the test. Write this down. And you know, people still fail the test. And I'm like, how can you fail a test when he gives you the answer? But that's one. How many hours do I have in Ark? And the answer is 5K. That will be the only acceptable answer. Okay, that's one. I already love this game because you said both. Both. Yeah. But yeah. So we'll see if we get to play tonight. I really like the game. So who knows when we'll get to play? So let's have another question. My favorite map. Everybody has a favorite map. My favorite map of the official, not the modded maps and all that kind of stuff, but the maps that came out, either the paid content or the free content of all those maps, the one I like the most is Ragnarok. And it's because it's got everything. But the best part of Ragnarok that I like the most is there's a spot on the southern tip of the, I guess if you looked at it, the western shore, all the way down, there's kind of like a mission ruins area down there if you've played Ragnarok. And I built this hacienda down there. And And it looked cool, and I'd just sit out there. Yes, I'm weird, but sometimes I just go on there and just sit there in the chair on the dock and look at the sunset, and it's like this is very peaceful. Um, so yeah, so the question is, what is my favorite map? And my favorite map is Ragnarok. First one that came up with wyverns is Scorched Earth. I don't dislike Scorched Earth. It's just not my favorite. I've played on all of them. Okay, so another question that will be on the test. Well, now here's the thing. I'm gonna give you more than 4 questions and answers. Ain't that tricky? There'll only be 4 that I'll ask in the next stream. So you'll have to have all answers for all of them. Um, but my least favorite map of all the maps ever, and I'm not even talking about modded maps, and I played some stinker modded maps, but I hated Aberration. Some people love it. I just couldn't stand it. It was just the blacklight effect of it, the kind of fluorescent. I can take a little bit of that, but after a while, that just gets on my nerves, and I just did not like Ab. I didn't like the way you had to travel through Ab. With no flyers, it just made it difficult, more difficult than it had to be, I thought. Um, but yeah, I did not like Aberration, not at all. And the first night we played, me and my buds, Pig and Dead No More and Double, we we went to the map and we transferred over. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the map. We transferred over, and then we didn't realize we had to go find another obelisk or drop to get back, and we couldn't find one. We all died first over there and lost all our crap. Uh, I'm hoping the first question is, can you all hear me well? And I'm the first one to say yes. No, that will not be one of the questions. Sorry. Good idea, but yeah. That's like the Guy Fieri 1, 2, 3 Go if you ever watched Grocery Games. Yeah, you can tell the kind of TV I watch. Um, okay, let's see. I got here's one. What is, and I'm not. No, there's no prize for this, just bragging rights. But who knows the answer to this? What is my favorite tech piece of equipment in Ark? The thing that I absolutely love about tech in Ark. Let's see who gets this. There you go. None. Chrissy's got the right answer. None. I hate tech. I wish they would take tech out of the game. Some people love it. I think it just breaks the immersion and makes it just. I can do the long neck rifle. And I usually y'all, the people who play with me know I usually don't even use a pump shotgun. I'll use a double barrel before I use a pump. You smell. Thank you, Sin. I took a shower today. Come on. Um, but yeah, the answer to that one is none. I don't like tech. It's just ugh. Oh, okay. Here's one. This will take some y'all. I'm just gonna leave this out there, and y'all can figure it out. Um, when did I post my first ARC video? Yeah, I'll have to research that one. It's in black and white somewhere in YouTube. I've never taken down a single. Well, I can't say that. I have not taken down any ARC videos that I've ever made, as cringeworthy as they may be, because I like to be able to look back and see, hopefully, how far I've come. Sin loves this game. Hey, Smiz! Doesn't read a reload. It's about right. When dinosaurs roamed. I'm not that old. Yeah, at least it was, the age of the dodos. But yeah, it's on the first video the first video I ever did is on Alice, so it's not that one, but the first ARC video, the date is on there. You have to look in the comments, and that's the day that we'll be talking about is the answer to that trivia question. I'll let you go out and look at that one. You don't have to watch the video, much of it. You don't have to. You can. It's pretty bad. uh, but I think it's good for people to leave their start where they started from out there, so other people as they're coming up, they're going, man, this is hard, and I feel stupid, and you know what? We all do when we're starting to do this stuff. Got it. Next question. Let's get on with this. Come on, says James. I don't enjoy tech. I really miss Prime Plus, and also sadly they quit work. Yeah, I know. Prime Plus was awesome. It was a great concept, but then it was so it never got finished, and so even when it was working, it wasn't working. Uh, but okay, another question. What is my favorite dinosaur in Ark? Of all the dinosaurs out there, what's my favorite one? We talked about this in Discord the other night, so if anybody was in Discord, they would have seen the answer. The answer is Smythosaurus. Smythosaurus Rex. Come on. Baryonyx, exactly, Chrissy. Chrissy was in the discussion. Baryonyx. I love the Baryonyx. The Baryonyx is a great utility animal. It can go on land. It can go on ocean. It's got a decent attack. It's got a special attack in the water. You can pretty much take out anything. And it's got a face only a mother could love because that sucker's ugly. Ugh. So yes, Baryonyx, it will be the answer for that trivia question, if that's the one that comes up. Let's see, what else? Maps. How long was my longest live stream? There's another one to look up, but I'll help you out. There's two. I only did two really long streams. One was for Starfield, and one was for Conan when it first came out with Age of Sorcery. They were both 11 hours, 54 minutes, and 59 seconds, according to YouTube. I thought it was 12 hours, but apparently it was just short of it. 24 hours. So 11 hours, 54 minutes, and 59 seconds will be the answer, so that I don't cheat anybody that goes and looks it up. Favorite map. Okay, this one I didn't have to even ask. Somebody else put the information out earlier this evening. But what is what do I drink every morning to start the day? Exactly, Gator, you got it. Coffee? Oh no, ugh, can't stand coffee. Which kind of monster? I have posted enough pictures of this that everybody should know it. It's in the Discord. Pipeline Punch. I like Pipeline Punch, but that's not my starter for the morning. The morning starter is Ultra Sunrise. Get my orange juice for the morning, you know? The white one is my second, my fallback. But yeah, the orange ones are my morning routine. I get up in the morning, and one of the first chores I have is to take the dogs out. And when I'm taking the dogs out, I have my monster on the back porch, and I do my old gamer's wisdom for the day. Sometimes that's it. Sometimes that's at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's at 12 in the afternoon. But that's what happens when you're retired. Sometimes you get to sleep in. Juice is loose, clearly. Oh, all right. We're going to do another check on Steam. Anybody seen anything else in the OG Discord that says anything about when this game is actually going to launch? I'm gonna dip out, do the be right back. I would say somebody's going to lose their job, but uh, that's not going to happen. I try not to drink any energy drinks, but when I do, it's usually the white, no sugar one. Yeah, the one I really, really wish would come back is the one that's um, ultra black. It's like a sour cherry one. I can't find that anywhere around here. I can get it on Amazon, but it's expensive. I mean, they're not cheap to start with. It's like what, 20 bucks a 12 pack in the grocery store for the orange ones, but it's like 40 bucks US for one in Amazon for the ultra blacks. Okay, so I did all the trivia questions. I think I was one, two, three. Oh no, I left one out. What kind of trap video did I make for my grandson's birthday? Ah, who knows that? Nope, not an RG. Nope, it wasn't a trike trap. Before that one, Basculus. Nope. I was sick as a dog, and nope, not a snow owl. And my grandson says, "Pop Pop, can you make me a raptor trap video for my birthday?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm gonna make." And I didn't have the heart to tell him, "You don't make a trap for raptors. You use a bola." But I didn't. I said, "Yep, I will come up with a trap for you for a raptor." And so I came up with this little trap for the raptor, and it works good. It actually worked better than I thought it would, and I was testing it and got a trike and a baryonyx in it. So it worked for bigger animals than a raptor, but it works, and you can use it as many times as you want to. So yeah, that's gotten a lot of views. I was surprised when I got it out there because I had a horrible. I mean, y'all, the ones who have been around know I usually get sick in like October with bronchitis and have bronchitis probably through March. So I have a raspy coffee voice most of the winter. I have been lucky this year and haven't gotten it. So, um, but yeah, my voice was I could barely keep my voice together. The sound was horrible. The screen, even the thumbnail was washed out. I'm like, nobody's gonna watch this, but he wants it, and I'm gonna dang well make sure it's out there. And it's got quite a few views now. Yeah, better knock on wood. Exactly. There you go. Knocking on wood. But yeah, um, so far I have been able to dodge. I've been lucky. I didn't get COVID at all. My wife got COVID. Everybody around me got COVID. I didn't get that. Um, so yeah, I guess those monsters are doing some good, huh? Lots of preservatives in my system. I'll last forever. He says at 62, at 63, he's got a tombstone that says respawning in 3, 2, buffering, buffering. Okay, so yeah, so that was, so we got the, how many hours is 5,000 or 5K? Favorite dino is Baryonyx. Trap vid that I did was for a raptor. Favorite piece of tech is none. I just got overcovered for a second time. I'm sorry for you, Maddie. Nana May got it, and it was miserable for her. I mean, I felt so bad for her because she felt so horrible, and she lost her sense of smell. She couldn't taste anything. It was just, and it lasted a long time before she got that back. When did I post my first ARC vid? Did anybody look it up yet? Tisk tisk. I'll have to come back to that one and see if anybody's got the answer for it. Um, Again, no prizes tonight, just bragging rights, but prizes will be the next time. Um, was the least favorite my least favorite arc map? 2 years? No, that's just general. You got to look at the video. It'll tell you the date in the description of the video. It has the date. Um, Least favorite arc map is Aberration. How long was my longest live stream? 11 hours, 54 minutes, and 59 seconds. What is my favorite map on Ark? And that's Ragnarok. And what do I drink to start each day? And that's a Monster Ultra Sunrise. All 3 words. Monster Ultra Sunrise. So the plan is, if anybody came in during the middle of that, is the next stream, which I'm depending on how travel goes tomorrow, will be Friday or Saturday, and we'll do some more Ark, and I'll ask 4 of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions. 4 of them I'm going to ask, and the first person who buzzes in with the right answer will get a free copy of Ark Ascended on Steam or PC, and it's a U.S. code. I would love to do it through Humble Bundle, but they don't have it. Humble Bundle, but they don't have it out there yet. If they get it out there before I do this, then I'll let people know that that's what, we'll just do a code and it doesn't matter where you are. But yeah, that's the plan. Comments, it also says, there you go, James got it. January 28, 2021. Look at that. He's a researcher. Now, can you tell me when Ascendant's going to launch? Oh, my word. This is painful. It's quarter after, well, it's almost 20 after midnight for me now. I don't sleep, so it's not a big deal. My son calls me a no-lifer, and that's probably been right for long before I retired. I like video games. I love to play video games. They didn't act up. Yeah. I guess the cooking process didn't work too well. The oven must have blown up on them. Yeah, I know. That's kind of. I was looking at being able to actually get y'all through, at least get through the settings I'll be using on single player. Joe's January 29th, 2021. Is that what it says? I thought it was 28th. What does it say? I wrote it down as the 28th. I'll have to go back and look, Bunny, and see. Whatever it says on the video, that's the right day. Now, maybe it's time zone issues. Well, no, it could be a different time zone. It would be a different date, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we'll accept either answer. That's probably the best thing to do, since time zones could make it the 29th or the 28th. This is why you don't have circus clowns making your games disc. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Bunny. That's what it is. So yeah, so the right answer will be either of those, depending on your time zone, because it's going to show the timestamp of when it came out in your area, not necessarily mine. But yeah, I think, I don't know if this is going to work out tonight or not. I wanted to be able to at least show y'all the settings I'm going to use for single player, which I will do a separate video for, of what my recommended settings for single player games are if you want to play single player. I can tell you that if what was going on in the forums actually takes place, a lot of the official servers are going to be jacked up from as soon as people can get on the game, because the megas are trying to pop lock the servers, which is a dang shame, but it is what it is. I'm sure it's not every mega tribe. I'm not trying to make a generality and saying, oh, everybody's a bad player, but there are bad players out there. Bad actors. Let's put it bad actors, not bad players. They'd like to ruin everybody else's day. So, yeah. So I don't play official. I haven't played official since probably a month and a half after I bought the game, and it was just too annoying for me. I couldn't play PvE because every spot was either pillar spammed or built on, and I couldn't play PvP because you wake up the next day and all your crap is gone. So I started hosting my own servers back in the PlayStation 4 days, and been doing it ever since. Yeah. So yeah, I've got, and if anybody that's on here has not been to the OG Discord, make sure you do go there. I do have servers up for a lot of games, Conan and Ark and Atlas and 7 Days to Die, and I think we're going to get ready to redo the map there and start do a fresh wipe on that. I'm moving 2 servers over from G-Portal onto Nitrado for the ASA because Nitrado is the only one that hosts ASA. Um, and then they have to been crunch time for weeks, and now and everyone is cranky about it not being perfect. Yeah, well, and Arc's not going to be perfect. It's going to be no matter what. If they worked off of the code that they had and they had to translate it into Unreal 5, um, yeah, they had a lot of work to do. I don't fault them a bit. The problem they have is they have a horrible PR campaign and marketing strategy. But then again, like I said earlier, they don't have to have a good one. I told people last night when they were mad about whatever it was that was supposed to come out maybe it was night four last. I'm like, you guys don't understand. They've been able to not say anything. Oh, the crunch when it came out last Friday and nothing was in there about this. And I was like, they don't have to say anything. You guys are proving the point that people are rabid about getting this game. They don't have to say a dang thing, and you're still going to buy it. So, mm. But yeah, I wish it was a little bit more accurate with what they got going on. But like I said, they don't have to be. People are going to get this game, and people are going to continue to buy this game after all this, and they're going to forget all about what happened on the launch. And some will never know because they'll buy it next year, and because that's when they'll start playing this game. Did you watch the Xbox stream today? Yeah, I did. I've actually broadcasted in our Discord for people to watch too. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're going crazy. And everything that happens, they go, "Oh, I'm not going to buzz." And it's the same ones the next night are in there going, "When is it going to come out?" So yeah, it's a cash cow, and it's going to make a boatload of money for somebody. So, and it's dinosaurs, and who doesn't want to play with dinosaurs? I do. I do wish I could play tonight, but the character screen looks kind of. It's so when Atlas came out, the character model was much better than the caveman jank that was in Arc, and I kept wondering if they were ever going to make it better. And in fact, there was a mod called, oh geez, what was it called? Adam or something? Maybe Adam and Eve. But somebody did a new model for the player pawn, and it was pretty sick. I mean, it was good. And instead of the dirty white underwear, you had black boxer or black bikini type thing for the ladies. And the character models were great, but the guy decided he didn't want to do modding anymore, and it just kind of Jack and Jill. That's what it was, Jack and Jill. Um, Caveman Jack. Well, you still got the sliders, so you can still do a lot of stuff. It looks like, but the overall model is much more updated. Let's put it that way. Sin will like it better than the Caveman Jank if he plays at all. So the modeling looks good. The trailer, the dinosaurs look amazing. I just hope the game plays. Looking great and being great, are two different things. And if it looks awesome and it plays like crap, then people are not going to be happy. But I did want to get through the settings and the character develop the screen so y'all could see what that looks like in the options, the sliders. But I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. And then I did want to at least get a Beach Bob base set up. I agree, the dirty undies have always been an issue for me. I do love my teams. Yeah. And there's if you've not been following it, so the ASA dynos will have a different kind of pathing that's built on AI. So what worked in ASE for capturing dinos is not necessarily going to work in Ascended. They're not going to necessarily follow the same paths and fall for the same tricks, and the same traps may not work because who knows? Maybe they'll aggro on a trap because it's built by somebody and it's not the natural undergrowth. Who knows? Hello, X She Elf. That's who it is. Yeah. Welcome to the chat because we're not able to play the game yet. uh, yeah. Well, it's not so much. I don't know that it's going to take traps away. I think you just have to figure out a different way for it to work. Which I like. For me, the idea that I'm going to have to go and kind of relearn how to do stuff is a challenge. Now, if they were fixing it so traps wouldn't work at all, which for a while didn't work in Atlas. If you played Atlas, they made a change in Atlas where if the creature, because in Atlas you had to bowl of them, then hurt them down to like 20%, and then you could start feeding them and they'd still bite you. But if the if when the animal fell to the ground, any part of its body went through the mesh, you couldn't feed it. And that was their way of trying to defeat the whole build a trap. If they fall down on the trap, they'll actually fall through the foundation level. And it was a way to, but it made so you couldn't tame anything because out in the open, if you bullied something, it fell down. It still would clip through the mesh, and you couldn't tame it. So I hope they don't do something stupid like that. We'll find out maybe someday when the game loads, but I think it'd be a cool challenge to be able to sit there and go, well, you know what? I can't necessarily just build a deadfall trap and it's going to work. Now I gotta think a little bit harder on how to do it. And Captain Fat Dog will probably come up with something pretty quick. If you've never seen any of his videos, that guy's freaking amazing. The minimalist traps that he builds out of like wood and catches some of the coolest critters out there. But yeah, so you owe him a look. Especially, I'm sure he'll be trying to figure out stuff as soon as he gets his hands on the game. Um, but yeah, that's going to change. How the foliage and everything interacts with you as you're running through it, that's supposed to be different. So who knows? Maybe you get tripped up by a root when you're trying to run. Instead of just stopping dead because you hit a rock that's the size of a marble and you can't move fast until you jump. Reduce grind. Well, that's going to really depend on what you want to set it to. For my for my servers that I run, I boost the rates. Not crazy, because I don't want it to be boring. If you go blast through the game too fast, it just gets to be boring. But I usually do like a 4x on harvesting, so you don't have to spend all day chopping trees to get a base built. Someone makes a weather mod. The weather is supposed to have some unique features I've seen in some of the dev blogs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work. Yeah, when the game loads. I probably need to do another check on Steam. Is anything else popped up in the Discord? My Discord people that are watching the channel. Let's do a BRB. Discord and you get the information. I don't charge money for people to play on my servers. Hey, old games, old guy. I just now. So we're currently doing our final checks on the release candidates for Steam, and if everything checks out, we should be good to release the game within the hour. Are you kidding me? Yeah, pretty much. That's just PR speak for we're not ready and we don't know how long it's going to take. Yeah, it's been a good group. Look, we've had 24 people in here. That's pretty good for a stream for me. I can remember streaming for two people, my wife and one of my kids. It was alternated. Um, yeah. So I appreciate people coming out and hanging out with me while we wait for this thing to work. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna. It's 12:34 for me. So I'm gonna give it till at least 2 o'clock for me before I call it and say, you know what? Unless everybody gets bored and they just want to go do something else. I get that too, because watching the same screen all day is um some people have their camera video on there. I don't do that. So one, it would probably scare, animals and small children if you had my face staring back at you when you were watching my videos. And the other is, so when I started doing this whole thing, um, one of the things my wife, Nana May, said is, she's like, I don't mind you doing it. I think it's, you know, when I told her I was going to retire and do a video channel on gaming, she kind of patted me on the head, and said, "You bless your soul, bless your heart," which in the South means you're lost your freaking mind. But we're going to put up with you anyway. So, but she said one thing. She said, just don't put your face out there because I don't want people to know who you are. Not because she's embarrassed of it, but see, she watches all these true crime, that's what the word is, channels. And they're always doxing each other and swatting each other and doing stupid stuff to just hateful crap. And she's like, I don't want to be part of that. So you're not allowed to tell people who you are or have your face out there so other people can see you and go, that's who that is. So that's why you don't ever see me, and you won't. And there's no amount of digging or subscriber amount that'll make me break that bond of trust I have with Donna Mae. We've been married for 40 years. 40. She has put up with me for 4 decades. So I kind of owe her, you know. Can your RX 6600 run the game? I don't know because I don't do AMD, so I don't know what that translates to on an NVIDIA card. It says a 1060, I think, is minimum for an NVIDIA card. I've got it. Hold on just a second. Let me do the be right back, and I will see what the actual. I heard something different. No. Okay. Just change music, I guess. We'll usually die again before the stream is over. I might be a skeleton by the time the stream is over. Um, yeah, I don't have my death counter on this computer either. I actually have it, but I don't have my stream deck, so I can't um, change it, increment it every time I die. So if we actually get to play, y'all have to keep up with my death so I can include it in the follow-up video, which may be the first video. We'll see. I'm looking forward to the build mechanics too. Anybody else looking forward to building in this new world? The walls will be taller, so you won't have to worry about making a bed and then not being able to get out of it. I'm hoping. Um, but aside from that, I mean, just the way everything looks in the little bit of screenshots that they've done, it looks like it'll be kind of cool. And there were some different building pieces too in the trailer, like a gable type thing on the wooden structures, which is not something they have right now. Yeah, exactly. You can actually fit a storage box in there without having to put the ceiling on after you put the storage box. That's the other thing. So on my server, this is what I run on my servers. I run collision off so that you don't have that problem of being able to put something where you want to have it. I run flyers in caves, so you don't have to worry about that, which makes it a little bit easier to get artifacts. Because again, where a lot of people they have a life outside of the game, and they don't have 100 hours a week to put into it. What's the expectation of from this new upgrade? So if and we, well, I was able to put the trailer up, but the graphics quality is going to be much improved. It's on the Unreal 5 engine, Bunny, so it should run better. Um, and we'll see. But it's the same map, the island, as on Ark Survival Evolved, which is what kind of kicked the whole thing off to start with. Is it's basically reimagining the original maps. Built a Longstaff treehouse. She sounded like Yosemite Sam over there. Well, it's so much. It's very gratifying when you get it to look right. I I say all the time, I build organically, which usually means my buildings look like crap. But there's been a few that I've been proud of. I built a Pegomax dispenser one time. The concept, I got the concept from a guy that made an ARC video a long time ago. Is a British guy. It wasn't Nublitz. I don't remember what the guy's name was, but I made this thing. Yeah, I built two of them, and I had it housed Pegomax. I put Pegomaxes in there. I put monkeys in there, and I put Dimorphodons in there, and vultures. One round, and the premise for the map for the thing is there's a packy in the top that is the smallest animal you could put a saddle on, and I have everything following the packy, but at the highest range, and then they all go up inside this house, which you can't get to. You are as a character are too small to get in there, and maybe you could chuck a C4 or a grenade up in there, but it would be hard because there's a lot of angles to it. And and the idea was if you come by the trap, the Pegos will fleece you, and if you hit one of them, everything comes out of the trap at you. And it tore dinosaurs up. I mean, I watched Rexes just melt. It was so much fun. So I may do a video on how to build that in the new version. I think that would be fun. Okay, who's got class? Several people having a life studying outside gaming. Yeah, yeah. I used to have a life. I still have a life. I'm very happy with my life. I've been very blessed. I will put it that way. Smith. Yeah, gaming is everything. Have y'all played the front? I know Nope said something about it earlier. I tried to play the front and I could not get it to load on my computer. So, but I've seen a lot of people do videos and say, and a lot of people talking about it saying it's really good, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'm gonna be, just playing. I already saw what I found. Yeah. Yep. I I got a message from Steam tonight that the game Scars Above has been like cut down in half, and I should go buy that because it's on my wish list. But I'm like, I'm gonna be playing this for the next 4 months, so nah, I don't think that's gonna work out. In the anime, trying to keep old bones from creaking. Yeah, I've not found the secret to that yet. It's harder to get up off the floor every day. Yeah, Merle's got the 12s going. I could never do that. Although sometimes I felt like I was working 12-hour shifts. Um, you get a good break, but man, it's a long day. Anybody else out there playing Starfield? I've been playing the heck out of that. I've gotten to the point where now I'm at the end game the first time through, and I'm kind of I don't want to do it. I don't want to finish the game and do the NG plus thing, but I'm kind of bored with everything else. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now I'm just kind of building ships for the heck of it, seeing what they look like. Baldur's Gate, yeah, that's another big one. I've seen a lot of people play. I've not played it yet. Lords of the Fallen, yep. I like to play first person games like this one. I know Meryl likes to play this in third person. How? I don't know. I don't. Well, you play third person in Conan, which is kind of like the over the shoulder third person. But I like the first person perspective on the game. I think that's just is more immersive to me. But Battlefield of View, yeah, it does give you that. Orientated. I like to feel like I'm actually in the game. That's why I was so disappointed when Arc 2 came out with the idea that it's going to only be in third person, which I figure modders will fix, but I don't know. I don't know that Arc 2 will actually ever come out. We'll see, but I think the odds of it ever seeing the light of day are diminishing the longer it takes for them to put it out. If nothing else, I think the player base will just be bored with the whole thing, but maybe not. I didn't expect the rabid type of crowd going after this one because everybody, like I said earlier, I think everybody when it was first going through all the different shenanigans, that everybody's like, nah, I'm not gonna play it. I'll just walk away from art. Now they're like seething at the mouth to get this thing to play. Oh y'all, once I'm done school and working, then can be a bit more liberal with my funds. Until then, keeping my spending to a necessary and yeah, that's important. Man's got to know his limitations. Woman too, but the quote is from the movie, and that's what Clint Eastwood said. I was just trying to quote the movie. I wasn't trying to be sexist. I'm mostly just curious to see what they actually did. Yeah, I am too. I really was expecting tonight we could at least see some of what we have to look forward to. I'm still holding out hope, though. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I'll be like he was not my mentor. He's my what is it? I guess the inspiration. Anybody watch Flinger Foo's videos? Flinger Foo was the videos that got me playing Ark. That guy is just the nicest. It just seems like he's the nicest guy, and he just has fun playing the games that he plays. I love watching his videos. If you've never seen him, you're missing a treat. I don't know how his Survive the Ark is going to translate to ASA because we don't know what the mechanics of the game is going to be, but I'm sure he's doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now is, come on, let's go. Let's play this game. Implement for progression. Yeah. Oh, you start on mobile. You're a diehard fan then, Bunny. Good Lord, mobile sucked. Neebs and Nooblets, yeah, yeah. So I'm where we moved in North Carolina, and we're still in the process of getting all this stuff finalized. But I mean, the house that we have in Carolina is in Neebs territory, and I swear we were down there the last time. I was in Harris Teeter. I'm sitting at the cash register, and I hear the voice. And I look across at the register right directly across, and I swear it was Neebs in there checking out. And so I walk out to the car, and I get in my car, and there he comes behind me, and he gets into a truck that's kind of diagonal across from me, and I'm looking him just dead in the face, and I'm like, it's got to be him, but I'm too scared to say anything. Oh. So I did meet Abstro at a con that he was at, supporting some other folks that he was helping out. So I did get to shake his hand and say, "Hey, I'm old gamers." uh, yeah, such a fanboy. Neebs I love, and that whole group. I so heartbreaking around. Um, losing one of their crew. Um, you're an awesome fanboy. And Nublitz, he just has a way of describing stuff. I watch him for a lot of my how to build traps and how to do stuff back when I got started. So Flinger was a great. Yeah, I know, Dick. That just breaks my heart. Um, but I would watch Flinger for how to get started and what to do and how to survive by yourself. And then I'd watch Neebs for just the hilarity of it. And I was watching Neebs before they were doing cinematic stuff. They were just a bunch of guys playing the game and hilarious every second. And then I'd watch Nooblets for how do you build something that catches X, whether it was a trike or whether it was a Shadow Main or anything. He always say, there's another guy out there that I like to watch on how to do stuff, and that's Teaches Game 2, TOO. If you've not seen any of his videos, he's pretty good. Just learning how to do stuff. I'm sure he'll have things out there once the new game launches to help people manage the new mechanics. And I'm looking forward to making some content doing the same thing because that's that's kind of like one of my favorite things. I like to do these streams and just kind of hang out with everybody, but I also like to figure out how stuff works and be able to do a tutorial on something so that somebody can get out there and actually do it that has been maybe afraid to do something or maybe couldn't quite figure it out. And I know I get responses all the time. I talk too much in my videos. Hey, I've gotten better. I actually got I challenged myself to do that 10 tips in 10 minutes video for Starfield, and I made it. I got 11 tips in just over 10 minutes. So I was impressed with myself. Oh yeah, Teach Game is great, and he's got a great Discord. If you ever go to his videos and go to the link on his Discord, he's got a lot of stuff going on there too. Um, yeah, I'm not. I mean, hey, we're all creators together. I'm not gonna diss on anybody. I think he's got a great group of people that are playing with him. So if you're interested in contest type stuff, he does a lot of that in his Discord. Um, well, the thing I get dissed, I don't get a lot of people giving me negative comments, but the negative comments I do get is usually, well, you could explain that in 1 minute and you took a half an hour. So, next time, Pops, figure out how to get your words out. But I can't help it. I'm like that. I like to tell stories. I like to um, embellish, I guess is the right word. And I'm an old guy. It's hard to learn something new. So I talk a lot in my videos, and I have a lot of people, especially people my age, which just thrills me to death, that will tell me, thanks for explaining it in so much detail because I can't follow these, and I'm using air quote, kids that talk so fast. And if you don't know, when I got started with this video channel, the whole purpose of me, and that's why it says kind of, I don't think it says anymore, but I started this as a boot camp for boomers. And this was my idea of, I played video games since Pong. I've always played video games. And when I told people at work that I was retiring and I was going to start my own YouTube gaming channel, they all looked at me like I was, had three heads. And like, really? You're 60 years old. Why are you playing kids games? And it's not kids games. It's video games. And there's so many positive things about video games, especially as you age, for those who haven't gotten to that part in their life, that keeps you active, that keeps you part of a community that does that. And that was the whole founding idea of my channel was the first video I wanted to do was, how do I have it titled? 10 myths about gamers and why boomers should ignore all of them. And I wrote a script out for it, and I've got, I did a lot of getting B-roll stuff, and then I started to do the video, and I'm like, I have no other videos. Nobody's going to watch this because I'm not going to be able to show that I'm 60 years old and I play video games. So then I started making the videos, and so I was thinking about that the other day. Once I get myself settled, I need to go back and make that video and put it out there because there's a lot of footage that I can, actually put in of me playing games and not have to rely on B-roll for everything. But yeah, that was the reason I founded the channel to start with, and the cool thing about the demographics of the channel as I've started doing this was when I first got it out there. I mean, I was lucky if I got 20 views on a video, and I was happy when I got 20 views on video. And people that have been around me, Meryl and Smiz, since the very start, I appreciate the heck out of you for putting up with me for this long. But but just the demographics started out as basically in the 20 to 30 year bracket is where people were watching, because you can see your demographics in the YouTube analytics stuff, and I'd get some, the 18 to 24 year olds, and that was about it. And the more videos I've made, the more that graph has shifted to, I get very few views from 18 to 24. I get a lot of views from 24 to 34. I get almost as many from 34 to 44. From 44 to 54, it starts trailing off, and now I have a pretty decent amount of people that are 54 to 64 watching my videos. And that thrills me to death because it says to me that maybe it's getting through, that people can play video games even later in life. I just think it's a great thing to do. I probably pay way too many. But not a me. It's like, yeah, I know where you're at, so I don't have to worry about, you running around and driving around and drinking and going crazy. I know exactly where you are every night and who you're talking to, and she comes in the chat and videos, and she knows pretty much everybody that's in Discord. But but it's a great way to keep your mind active, especially as you get older. Or anything, but some of us have been following you longer than you think. Oh, really? Oh, well, I appreciate it. I you never know when you're on here. It's like, how long has people been out there that have been watching but haven't been commenting, and then they kind of start getting the cadence and get familiar with people and start talking more. And I'm the same way. I am the biggest introvert. This this whole thing starting doing streams, I was like, when I started doing videos, like, there's no way I'm doing streams. That's no way. I can't sit over here and talk to people that I don't know for hours. I'm scared to death of people that I don't know. But the more I've done it, the easier it's gotten. It used to be stressful. Oh my God, I'd get done with a stream and I'd have to go take a half hour of just decompressing and go get a snack and and take a breath. It doesn't affect me like that anymore. It's getting more normal. Um, but yeah, the 12-hour streams I think kind of broke that barrier. That 12-hour stream for Conan was a beast. It was a I've wanted to do it for a long time, and that was the game to try it on, and it was fun. We're all like stalkers. Well, I appreciate every single person that comes out and watches the videos and comments and likes and all that. And it sounds corny, probably to have because you hear these people on these channels saying, "Oh, I really do appreciate a like," and it more than working with the algorithm. Because I'm not out here to be a millionaire. I'm not. That's not my goal. My goal was to have fun and play games and get other people to play games and have fun. Um, but it's it's very rewarding and assuring when somebody just hits the like button and says, "Yeah, I like that." And believe me, the ones I've gotten that have been dislikes and people saying bad things have been few, but oh my God, when I first got the first bad comment, and I mean the guy was really nasty, I was like, "Good Lord, what did I do wrong?" And I think Smiz, I think I said something to her that night. I was like, I don't know if I should do this anymore. I mean, was it that bad? And she's like, that guy's just an idiot. um, but yeah, it's hard and getting started. And then once you get started, it's still a challenge, I think, to keep doing something that's fresh. That's where I struggle. And when you see things where there's a big gap between the videos that I put out. One, there's real life, and real life happens, and sometimes I just have too much going on. But a lot of times it's like I got to put something out that people are going to be interested in doing and watching, um, and so that gets to be a struggle these days more than me being nervous about being on. It's like, what are we going to talk about? I was scared to death about tonight because I figured this is what would happen. We'd be sitting here looking at a loading screen. And what are we going to talk about? But it's been fun. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I mean, listen to me ramble for 2 hours. Uh, but it's building this community that we've got here that I I'm just taken back every time I think about just getting started on here, and we had maybe a handful of people watching, and we started the Discord, and it was mostly friends and family that were even in it, and now it's like 400 and some people in the Discord, which I know there's much bigger channels than mine and much bigger Discords than mine, but it's the engagement of everybody and the way people look out for each other, which is that's the core of what I always wanted to do is create a community where it's okay to play games. It doesn't matter what age you are, what sex you are, what religion you are. Doesn't matter. You're a gamer. Let's come out and play games together and have fun. And oh, by the way, let's build this community where we don't just have to talk about games. We can just have fun with each other. And when I watch the Discord, and I know I'm not in it as much as I would like to be, especially lately with all the move stuff going on, but just watching the interaction with everybody it's just heartwarming to see that, because it really does show that people are looking out for each other. People are looking out for each other in the games. When somebody new comes in, they go, what do you need? What can we do to help you out? Or do you want to just be, you just want to play the game and be left alone? Let us know that too, and we'll let you do it. And it's all fine. I mean, we've had one group of bad actors in probably almost 10 years of me hosting servers that I had to say, hey, you guys need to stop what you're doing, because we're not that kind of channel. And I'd never had to ban anybody. They left after I had the discussion with them. But I try to run a group of servers in a channel where people feel included and feel happy to be there and don't feel put upon. And in the game world and the games that I have servers for, then they can actually go out there and play, and they don't have to worry about somebody stealing their stuff or tearing up their builds or killing their animals or whatever else. And they can just enjoy themselves. That's the goal. Dirty pig bait. Wow. Okay. Well, great. Welcome to the OGs. uh, oh man. And I did Dice thing tonight. I connected with some other creators in the arcade channel that want to get together and start doing some kind of content together. Which, and you know, it might turn out great. It might not. But I do like doing collabs. You know, and I miss some of the ones that we used to do back in the day. Because that's always fun to just kind of play off each other and just have a good time. Um, but yeah, life goes on. You always got to be looking at what's next because the next thing is what's going to be occupying your time for better or worse. Maybe if this game ever launches, we'll be playing it for next. Who knows? I'm going to do another Steam update and see what happens. The music stopped. First, the trailer stopped, then the music stops, and we still have the same screen. Counter's gone. Oh, here comes the music. It's coming back. It's coming back. Die again before the stream. Yeah, it is. It's the whole music. Yeah, exactly. It's a whole lot better than elevator music. The sad part about it, I hate to admit it, but the sad part about it is elevator music today was like the rock songs when I was a teenager, just done with like organ music now and violins. It's pretty sad. Those were the days, the 70s. I actually had a pair of bell-bottom jeans that were red, white, and blue striped, and I thought I was Mr. Bad wearing those things. No way. Minute 47. It's a new thing. New countdown. Just bought it? Let me see. Arc Ascended. Oh, yep. Got a price tag already. Play now. Failure. App not released. It does allow you to buy it. Okay, it does let you buy it. Meryl, you have something in your inbox. So for those of you who didn't see the message in the Discord, that's one of the things that I'm doing for Meryl. Is all the help that she's given at the Discord and the games and everything else. Yeah, she gets the first free copy. That doesn't include the 4 that we'll give out next week, but this is just for her because she's awesome. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's try Steam again. Install. Hot diggities.
Are you the one I've been waiting for?
All right, let's hope this is the SSD drive. I'm installing it to her. It's going to be a lot longer startup.
So many cycles since I was her.
Okay.
Do I even still remember Hope?
Let's see.
I wasn't sure.
Give me a estimate. Where's the estimate?
The odds just kept.
It'll be like 155 days to download.
I guess I've been losing faith while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Explore this place.
Okay, it's bouncing me to 2 hours and 30 minutes
Put the pieces together.
on how long it's going to take to download. So who knows? It could be downloaded in, 14 minutes. I don't know. And it just said 14 minutes. Wow. I'm like psychic. All right, we'll see what happens. Y'all hang out. Are we good? Are y'all still good? Downloads for an hour. Yeah. Year or two for plenty. Yep, it is there. You can download it if you choose to purchase it. As I said, next stream, Friday or Saturday night, whatever, we're going to be giving away 4 copies based on the trivia that we've covered in this video. If you have not, you were not here when we covered the video questions and the trivia questions and answers earlier. It'll be in the VOD. Meanwhile, Minecraft. Okay. It might get here tonight. We're moving along. The internet connection here is pretty dang good. That's one plus. And it's been stable, which is also a plus because, down in North Carolina, I've had my issues lately. I think that's fixed. The cable guy came in and did some stuff, and then I knew we were in trouble when he opened the box outside and said, "Ooh, that's not right." So he was at the house for about an hour working on my cable. And the last stream seemed to go pretty well as far as being stable. We didn't drop out, at least. I had to play this game soon. Yeah, 50 megabytes. We have Tom Egg. 12 man. How long does it take? Meryl's going to be playing before I will. Like she said, I got the stream going and OBS going and everything else, so mine's probably going to take a little bit longer. It's moving pretty good, though. I'm not going to let y'all go, though. I'm not going to let you down. We're going to do this tonight. At least get a character Yuliized and punching trees. That's the goal. At least get there. I got a beach bob something before the night's over with. Ooh, you had fridge out? That sucks. A local super electronics store to upgrade everything, but I'm looking forward to seeing you play. But don't disappoint. Watch, I'll get the thing, I'll launch it, and then the whole computer will start smoking and melt down. Oh, here's a question for you. Arc Unity or Dodo Decks? I've been to the Arc Unity page, and it's obvious they're trying to kind of be the sole source through the actual company to do all this information. But I'm a Dododex user. I think if you're playing Ark and you've never used Dododex, you are missing out. You're doing it wrong. It does not have Scorched Earth. It has the island, and as far as I've seen, the island and Svartalheim. But my bet is since Svartalheim is a free map, that you'll have to do like all the other free maps and download it separately, even though it won't cost you anything to be able to play it. That's my guess. It doesn't really say anything on the page, so it may all download together. Oh, the website went off. That's awesome. What are we going to look at now? Black screen. That's not good. Let's not do that. Let's see. What can we do? You know what? Let's see if I can start something. Okay, so that's done. Um, let's do something really embarrassing. Let's do that. That'll be fun. Yeah. Let's play that first Ark video. Oh my lord. I'm gonna be so red faced by the end of this night. I don't know why I would do this, but I'm going to. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. Um my channel. That's what I want to go to. Yep. And I want to go to my videos. Because I want to torture everybody. There it is. Starting Ark in 2021. Let's play it. That'll be fun. No sound. Oh, it's because it's turned off.
The all-new, all-electric.
Skip the ads. Is it working? It's working.
That's what your name will be when you.
See, sound is great. No, we don't want to see ads. Not right now. Probably just going to delay my download for the game. Oh, buffering. Speaking of, get bad.
Welcome, survivors. This
Wow.
is Julie 1961, and I hope you're having a good day or evening or morning or whatever it happens to be. Wanted to put together a video on Ark in 2021. Now, the game's been out in early access really 5 years since early access.
Oh, Lord.
I've been playing for about 4 years, maybe a little bit more. But I know that there's some hype around Ark 2 that just got announced. And then we also have...
Wow, Ark 2 got announced back
Genesis
that far?
2
Let's get this fixed on here.
Expansion that's getting ready to come out. So I'm anticipating that there are some new players out there, and I wanted to make sure that there was something available for people to look at to say, hey, this is how you do this thing. Because I can tell you,
We're getting
Art
there.
can
We're getting
be
there.
as unforgiving as the dinosaurs that are on here on how to actually do stuff. There's plenty of videos out there, and I tell people all the time,
If y'all
Dr.
hate
Google is
this,
your
you can
friend.
let me
If you
know and
run
I'll
into
take it off
trouble,
there.
there's
But
probably a video out there somewhere that can tell you how to get there, or some text out there on the website that can tell you how to solve your problem. But for today, I just wanted to go through some basics to get people started and get them going so they can have fun in the game, because that's what it really is all about, is enjoying yourself, relaxing, and having a good time. So with that, we'll roll the intro.
hey, there's the intro. I had the sound turned off because I didn't want to,
Okay, well, we're back, and just wanted to go
do an
through
echo.
some basic stuff to get you
Very
started.
Ulysses.
Now, I'm not going to go into how to join a server and get you going if you're looking to play with other people. I'll save that for another quick video later. But at the very beginning, you may want to just give this a shot and play in single player. It's a way
What
to
we're going to
get
be doing
yourself
tonight,
acclimated
that's
to
for
what
sure.
happens, how to do it, and how to get yourself launched from the very beginning. And it's actually pretty fun. You don't have to worry about people sniping you from behind a rock somewhere on PvP, and you don't have to worry about people who have overbuilt an area where you can't even find a place to put a plot down. So with that, to get into the single player mode, what you'll need to do is, rather than say join ARC, go to host/local, click on that button there, and it's going to give you the opportunity to start your own personal game, play single player. And you have some options here. You can press, depending on what version of ARC you've downloaded, you should have the island. You may have other paid DLC. And then there's some free DLC that came with your package. If you just bought the base game,
I'm going to confuse the heck out of people that just join in and going, what are you playing?
Those are
That's
all
not
free
Ascended.
maps that come with the base game. And there are other free maps that are out there if you want to add mods, which is the side over here. I've taken all my mods off for now so that you can get a kind of an experience on the vanilla type game. I have changed some settings on how the game works, for video purposes, and frankly to reduce the grind if you play very much or you don't have a lot of time to play, to increase things like how much you harvest at one go, the taming speed of animals and things like that. It can kind of boost you up, and it certainly makes the video a little bit easier to watch instead of watching paint dry while you wait for something to happen. I'll post these settings in the description below.
That's what. Oh yeah.
Interested in how I run it.
This is it. This is the very first. This is the first. Oh wow. This is like watching the old home movies. It's so embarrassing.
Makes it more fun or too difficult for you. If you ever get into a bind and things just don't seem like they're working right, you can always go up to this button here and click that. It'll restore your default settings, and you'll be straight away ready to go as the game launched. Okay? So let's go get started. We'll hit on the island, and I'll hit...
It's like Bob Ross
single player,
on ARC.
And we'll crank this puppy up. Now,
just a little bit of shading
PC,
over here.
There are versions for Xbox and PS4/PS5. But I like the PC because it gives me a little bit of
I've got the breeding settings that we've experimented with for a long time. And when I'll do a video on my single player settings, and we'll show how all that works together. And it makes it so that you can do the animals pretty quick, but not instantly.
It's going to be
hey, Zealous Avenger. We're going to memory lane while we're downloading the game. This is my first ARC video that I ever did.
You'll see just a glowy spot.
This old house. I've been told I look like the guy, not Bob Vila, but the dude with him, Norm. They said I look like a cross between Norm from This Old House and George Lucas.
Maybe not the hardcore mode, but at least medium. I'll tell you, starting ARC, my suggestion would be stay on the easy zones to get started. You've got a lot to learn, and jumping in on the hard zones, you're just going to die, and it's just going to be very frustrating.
I'm going to die tonight. We're guaranteeing that. If I don't do anything else, I will have at least one spectacular death.
That's where the bigger critters are, and they
will. It's scary, Merrill. You don't want to go there.
Go ahead and start on the easy zone. Suck it up. It's okay. It's not a wimpy way to start. because you really do have to learn this game, and there's really no tutorials in the game. Now, there's lots of stuff out on YouTube and on the internet on how to do it, but
Yes, the Red
most
Green
people
Show. I
don't.
have seen that.
So click your zone. There's where you're going to
That's what
start.
I missed.
And
Either
then what you're going to
grow.
want to do
Oh, yeah,
is
well that's what I've
create
got.
a
So
new
I've got it
survivor.
set so that you can hit the
And what this
imprints,
is
and
going
it's
to do is
usually
create
like
your
1
guy
or 2
or
imprints is
gal
all
if
that
your
you'll have to
preferences
do,
to
and
play a
then you
female,
can
or you are a female and you want to play
you
a
don't
male,
have to
whatever you want to do,
worry
that's
about
your
missing
option.
them.
You can do some
Woke up
changes
after
to
short
the
sleep, wasn't
player
expecting
pawn, as they
to
call
be
them,
on.
and make
We've been
them
waiting,
whatever you
Losty,
want.
man.
So
It's been just
we're going to
come
do all
out.
that right now. I have confess I've spent hours doing makeovers
Party
for
starter.
characters in the video games.
Exactly.
I'm not going to put you through that. So we'll just start with just a base guy.
Can't wait to be scared again.
And
Excited for
start
the
in the
new
South
AI.
Side, as I
Yeah,
said
that's going to be
before.
interesting
Now,
on
one
how
thing
this
that I
works.
will advise you,
All my
especially
trap
if you're
videos are going to have to
play
get
maps with
like
other people,
updated.
this is kind
People are
of
going to be
the
saying, "I've
first
tried
major
this and it
mistake
doesn't
people make.
work."
Survivor
Oh.
name, human is not your race. That's what your name will be when you start the game. So save yourself some trouble. Don't be the immediate target of everybody's scorn, the end of everybody's rifle, and that kind of thing. Put a name in there. Make something up. It can be
Yeah,
something
please don't call
silly. It can
yourselves
be,
human.
whatever you want to put in here. This is a single player, so your only person that's going to see it is you. If you get
Hey,
in the habit
monkey.
of doing this, you won't screw up and leave yourself as human. You
This
get
is,
started, you
we're
pick
going
up
back in
the
time.
tiles,
We're
and then you
watching my
realize,
first
oh,
video on
man,
Arc because I got to wait for the
I'm
game to
human
download
as
now.
human, and
So we're
now I
gonna
gotta start
get
my game
there.
over,
I
'cause
promise.
there's no way to change your name once you start the game unless you redo it.
Check
So-
again and see how long it's gonna take.
So, like I said,
good
I
God.
probably some settings in the
Maybe we
configs
won't
or
do
something
this
like that
because
you
it's
could
taking up
probably
my
do.
bandwidth.
I wouldn't suggest trying to figure it out. I'm certainly never try to mess with it. It's a whole lot easier just to start a new person over. So anyway, start your character, put a survivor name, pick something silly, pick something hardcore, or whatever you want to put. My standard is Yuli gonna die a lot because that's what's gonna happen.
See, some things never
If
change.
you're playing Ark, get used to the fact that you're going to die a lot to start with. And your stuff is going to
86%. I'm like
to start with.
40.
Any tames you have,
I'm gonna have to
it's
stop
gonna die.
this. It's as much fun as this is.
So don't get too attached to your things. For
I'm gonna
the
have to
first
stop
few,
it because it takes too much
levels
bandwidth.
of the game, because it's just
Okay, that was fun for a second. Let's remove that. We're not sending that out anymore. So hopefully, I'll just leave this up here. That's fun. Everybody that turns in going, wait a minute, character creation is supposed to be different. See if that helped. It would be better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh good Lord. Please don't take all night. So, what should we talk about? Please find you. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, my time estimate's going from like 3 days to 2 hours to 15 minutes to 2 days to hours, and yeah, so it's bouncing all over everywhere. I got to figure out if I'm going to be able to Yuli as my guy. I've got a signature look. Somebody said I would look like Mr. Krabby Creebles or something from Monster House. In one of my comments one night. Yeah, it's kind of my signature look there, buddy. Oh, I've seen it, Meryl. Yeah, I remember the Red Green Show. Plans for the future of Ark. I don't know. So what's your first tame going to be when you get out there? What are you going after? And if you're going after a Rhino, Nathis, or whatever the heck that thing is from the very start, then you're like way better than I am. So don't rub it in my face. No move speed. I don't have a problem with it. I don't usually rank up my move speed too much. So here's the way I go after setting up my character and getting out there. I try when I'm thinking and not just trying to like talk and not think, is I try to pump as much as I can into fortitude to start off with. Everybody goes melee, everybody goes weight and water. You don't need water. You don't need weight right off the bat. What you need is something to keep you from using all those things. So if you bump your fortitude up from the start, then your thirst gets slowed down and your hunger gets slowed down and your stamina doesn't burn through as much. So that's the one thing you can adjust on your attributes, at least for ASE, that impacts those other things without you having to put points there. Um, so if you put your points in fortitude for the first few bumps, and then maybe bump one water, depends on where you're at. And yeah, I say water. Um, Water is the word I'm trying to pronounce. But if you start out beach bobbing, at least you have access to water that you can get to. The water skins suck. You know those are going to work terribly, and they drain out. Um, Not as bad as a feared, probably better. Yeah, I mean I'll get there. I just not looking to be the first team I get. But I try to do fortitude, and then I try to do melee. So I don't really boost speed that much because I don't find it to be that beneficial to me. Just my playstyle. Because if I gotta outrun something, I'm better off fighting it and dying. Because some of those dinosaurs run a lot faster than you do. So bump up melee, so you're continuing to build that, and then bump up your fortitude, so you don't have such a bad drain on your food and water. Because if your temperature is way up or down, you're burning through water and food faster. So you don't have to worry about those two things being such a burden on you from the very start. Fortitude help tempt and torp and also resist disease. Yeah, and I usually turn this diseases off. They were okay playing on official servers. It's just an annoyance, but it's just too much of an annoyance. I don't see. I guess it's immersive, but if you're getting sick every time and blowing snot all over everybody, it's just annoying. I usually turn that off. Um, Outrunning true dogs and raptors was very important to me. Yeah, well, make bolas. Uh, but yeah, so I usually bump up fortitude, then I bump up melee. I don't usually bump up health until much later. Stamina, I usually bump because, it doesn't matter how fast you run. If you run out of stamina, you're not going anywhere. So the whole speed thing really doesn't bother me that much. I almost like the fact, and I'm hoping it's part. Maybe people will burn me at the stake for it, but I'm fine with it not being able to boost speed on tames because all the servers I run, everybody wants to be able to boost speed, and so I usually click that off. But you know these PTs on crack that you can't even turn before you're already out of the area, it's just kind of silly to me. I skipped the swamp. I don't like the snakes. Well, as my buddy Pigpen says, nothing good ever happens in the swamp. But it is where the baryonyx live. I'm heading. So here's the plan. I will be spawning in what, East 3? So straight across from Carno Island, and the goal is to get to the Beaver Lake inside the interior, just up the hill from there. So that's where I've been doing my tests this past week of seeing how fast I can get in, beach bob as long as I have to get into the interior to get to that lake because there's so much stuff around that area. You've got rare flowers in the lake. You've got beaver dams for all the other cool stuff. You've got um, metal right up the road. Everything is there, and it's fairly easy to build something that's defensible for a little bit. Hillside facing out over the ocean, floors, walls, no ceilings yet. I turned to see her get wrecked by six raptors. Early memories. Yeah. Remember when alpha raptors could break stone? Oh my God. The first time I saw a alpha raptor, I had a base on the beach and down by on I call it Sock Puppet Island, but the bottom of the map where you're spawning on the easy area. But oh my goodness, I'm sitting there, and I've gotten up to stone. I'm golden. I'm sitting there, and then I see this glowing red raptor coming down the beach. And I run into my building. I'm like, okay, I'm safe. Nope. Nope. Next thing you know, but walls are coming down and he's inside eating my face. So that didn't work out too well. Gonna feel nice being back on the OG map. Yep. It's been fun over the last week where I've been doing these test runs, just getting from it. I haven't played the island in a long time. Not really played it. I mean, I we had the island CE as a mod, and that's the island, but it's highly different, floating islands and the whole works. Um, and I played a little bit with some people that the regular map, but I was had too much stuff going on. I really didn't get to play much. So remembering where things are from not playing it for a few years, it was fun. Yeah, y'all played, but I did exactly. I felt like the island was unrecognizable in that trailer, and I have over 11K. See, I don't think that was all the island. I saw scorched earth stuff in there, and I saw extinction stuff in there that was not on the island. I think I might have seen some center stuff in there. So I don't think that was just the island. If it is, they've really redone the island. Play a huge part in traps if they heavily correct. Yeah, I think that's a great strategy to play. Yeah, there was a lot that I saw that was, island, but I just think it was a mashup of the canon maps. I didn't see anything from AB, but I did see stuff from the other maps. The one thing I've never done on the island is ascended. Um, I mean, I played all the other maps, but I never did go all the way through all the bosses to ascend, which is something I've wanted to do. Looks very much like the same geometry, which was mixed comparison shots today. And after seeing them, I was like, oh yeah, okay. We'll see. I mean, it's definitely much higher definition, that's for sure. Oh, what's the timing look like? I'm halfway there. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of bosses on Fjordur too. We started playing the island was so overpopulated that wasn't really any fun at all. Yeah. That's why I don't play official. It's just not fun to me. And it's so hard to be an Ascension run on ASC. Yeah. Well, cool, Monk. You'll have fun. This is a fun game. No matter what the politics and stupidity, I guess you'd call it, or lack of consideration, I don't know what you would call it, for the player base, this has caused. I just love the game. And people love it. And no matter what anybody says, I mean, that's why everybody gets so freaked out over everything. You can tell the fan base is just crazy for the game. They want to play it. Official. Yeah, Lason's a good map. I'm interested to see what the devs are gonna transport because the guy that did Lasum said he has built it for um, ASA. So we'll see if he doesn't quickly get it up to speed and out there. It's a big map though, so y'all know the ones that have been playing the downloads for the mods on our map are big. Oh, Meryl, you stink. No, enjoy it. Get in there and have some fun. We'll move over to Meryl's stream now. Or I'm still downloading now, so. Yeah, they just I think they kind of missed some opportunities. Let's put it that way. Let's be nice. Well, I don't. Yeah, nice is not the right word, but yeah, let's just have fun. That's what we want to do today. You got a supercomputer, Meryl. You can pop it up there. I know you've got it locked in. 3% of 15 hours. Oh God, poor bunny. Okay, we're over halfway now. It says 20 minutes, but I don't believe it. Those numbers are never right. Yeah, Nepto, we're still struggling through. Well, Meryl's not struggling through the install. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I need to go look at Prado and see what the deal is there. So, okay, so we know what happened. That's not what I want. This is what I want. See me in my poopy pants. Um, let me jump in to look around and punch some things to see if they changed any behaviors, but that's about it. I like the solo just for the challenge. I mean, I'll go in and play solo on 1X for everything just to see if I can do it. In fact, one of my Atlas series I did is on official just because some guy made a comment on one of my videos that I didn't know how to play Atlas because I used all these boosted stuffs and mods and I wasn't good enough to play the real game. And I'm like, dude, I was there the day it launched. I know how to play the real game. I played PvP. I know how it works. I've leveled my character all the way up and gotten everything that you can get. I just don't choose to play that way anymore. And then I got to think about it. It's like, well, put your money where your mouth is. So I went and did a series again, doing single, no, official, not single player on Atlas, and did the whole season deal. It is what it is. I don't have a lot of people that leave bad comments on my stuff, so I guess I should be thankful for that, right? And I am. It's a really great community that has come up around the channel, and I'm very appreciative of it. It's humbling. Let's put it that way. Because I still scratch my head going, why are people watching an old guy play games badly? But they do. No, I'm still downloading Dub. I will not be playing official. I have no patience for official. I'll be playing solo tonight on single player, and as soon as I can get my servers up on Nitrado, we'll have OG servers that we'll be playing on. Yeah, it's fun until it's not, you know? I mean, I remember in Atlas playing PvP, and you spend a week building a ship, and you go out and have to park it somewhere. I can't get words out. A sketchy place, and then you come back the next day and it's gone because it's sunk at the bottom of the ocean. It's not so much the grind. It's just the. I don't want to say it this way because it's going to come out wrong. There are servers that have players that are very toxic, and I have no patience for that anymore. I'm too old for that crap. If I could find, yeah, I believe in Braveheart. If I could find an official server where people got along and kind of, I don't say just helped each other out, but just stayed out of people's way. Helping each other out would be even better, but at least stay out of people's way. I would play on official, but I've not found that to be the case. And I know there's bound to be some out there, but I just don't have the patience to sit there and go from one server to the next to find one. Um, and I've seen, videos, especially as they shut down the ESC servers, of really great communities out there. So I'm not saying they don't exist, but I've not found them. And usually what I end up with is if I go to a PvP server, it's salty shenanigans, and if I go to a PvE server, everything's pillar spammed or settled on, and there's no point in even trying. So I just decided I'd run my own servers, and I've been doing that for almost 10 years now for different games, Ark, Conan, several others. Yeah, and I have no interest in being part of a mega tribe. Not happening. I'm not going to be a. I'm not chopping wood all day for somebody else to go have fun. Completely understand. I should only jump until I find a good one and then collectively run off everyone that comes in toxic. That's the way to do it. If you can find a good group of people and you can keep the bad actors out, then more power to you. Excuse me. I'm starting to, voice is getting gravelly. But I found the easiest way to do that was to run my own. Because then if I have problems, I just say, you need to leave. Which I haven't, like I said earlier, I haven't had to do but once, and I really didn't have to ask them to leave. I just told them they need to stop what they were doing, or I would ban them, and they just left. Lot marker and not allow us to build whatever. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. It'll be interesting to see what the new mechanics are. I think I'm looking forward to a lot of that, not just in the build, but in the taming and the overall dinosaur pathing and I they say AI, and you don't know what that's really going to mean. Is it going to mean that we're going to have raptors that actually stalk us? That would be so cool. I don't know that they can do that. They've got the capability to code like that, but wouldn't that be cool? Be terrifying, but um, you know, just like I was talking earlier, I was on the island this week just trying to do some practice runs, and I was knocking a Rex out, and he started chasing a dodo and just spun around in circles until he fell through the map. That's not fun or exciting or even interesting. I just plunking away, and then he suddenly disappeared. Yeah. Well, and the other thing is they've got. I agree with you, Meryl. It's going to be interesting because they've hired a lot of dev designers into the design team, not dev, mod designers into the design team over the last year or so. So that's going to be an interesting outcome to see how much of that stuff from mods like S Plus or um, uh, Dino Storage, for example. I don't know who's in there, but gotta love the glitches. Exactly. If you play Ark and you don't like glitches in a game, you're playing the wrong game. That's part of the the allure. Let's just see what's gonna break. Um, but yeah, I think they've hired a lot of mod designers to work on the project, so it's It's going to be interesting to see if they've incorporated some of those things into the new game. Spyglass. I was just talking about that on the Arc channel today. Somebody was saying, what is your favorite mod?" And so many people said Awesome Spyglass. It was funny. I don't think Merle would be able to play without Awesome Spyglass. The game Spyglass compared is, yeah, not good. What are we at? 10 minutes according to the timer, which could be anything from 10 minutes to 30 seconds to 4 days. Y'all use the outline too. That's cheating. Have you super stretched your hanky today? uh, that's going to be an interesting scenario when we get these servers up. Is I don't really know how many mods are going to be out there. People gotten used to Kraken's better dinos and dino storage and awesome spyglass and all those cool quality of life mods. It's going to be a different world if those aren't out there. And I don't know how these premium mods are going to work either. That's something else that I really have an issue with. I don't have an issue with mod designers getting paid for their work. I think that's a great idea. And if we could do it in a way that would be beneficial to them and beneficial to a player base, that's awesome. But I don't know how you do that with uh, like if I have a server up and I want to run a mod that costs say $1 to run. Okay, that's not that bad, and it gives the mod designer some money. But what if I want to run 30 mods that all cost $1? So a person that wants to play on my servers has to buy the game and then pay an extra $30 to load all the mods? That's not how I want to run a server. So I'm really am interested in seeing how that's going to work and what mods are going to not be charged for and what ones that are. Because I don't like to run my servers so that you have to buy extra content to play. I don't charge for people to play on it, and I don't think they should have to pay more to play on it. So there you go. We'll see how it all works out. Like I said, I'm not opposed to mod designers getting paid for their mod. I think they do a heck of a lot of work and are underappreciated for what they do. I just don't know how it's going to work with like servers because I can see that being expensive for somebody, and especially people that are, they spent their last few ducats to buy the game. They don't have a boatload of cash to be expendable to play on a server, especially when you don't know if the mod's actually going to work on your computer. Oh, Zealous, you're killing me. Oh, that's the thing. What's the thing from the past? If you're super straight up, it's no telling what kind of glitches we're going to have with the new one. You remember when ice wyverns were invisible? That was fun. Bad enough you're in a snowstorm in the murder snow in Ragnarok, and the friggin' ice wyverns are invisible. They can kill you and they can see you, but you can't see them. Or the overworld doesn't have a good reputation. Yeah, overworld's got a sucky reputation, and it's a memory hog from Minecraft experience. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't think we're going to be able to avoid it with ASA. I mean, it is the mod um, gateway for the game, so I'll be able to find your server once that goes live. Y'all seem like good people, and if this works, I'd like to come to play. So I will have, and on Discord, I have channels for each of the games that people play. Some of them have servers, some of them don't. but I'll set up a channel for Arc Ascended, uh, and in that channel will be pinned the details, the server name and the password. And I do it that way, one, so that I don't have every troll coming through the thing and wrecking the server for people. Um, but two, so that I can keep track of how many people about are playing, so that I can try to keep enough slots so that people don't have to sit in queue waiting to get on. All right, Bunny. Well, thanks for coming out. Sorry we couldn't get the game playing before you got off here, but you good luck on your exams. Hopefully, we gave you a needed break in the monotony of studying. And come see us again. Definitely come to the Discord. Yeah, with lifing. Who wants to do that? It's so boring. That's the other thing that I like to make sure happens on our servers is I want people to get along with each other. So I really don't have any patience for people, picking at each other. So I do try to manage that. We really haven't had much of that. Meryl keeps a pretty tight rein on the server when I'm not around. She's awesome as a mod. Then as a person, she's a nice person. She's family. I told her the other day. I said when I started doing these things, I said we had pretty much I had this many people watching the streams and the videos, mostly family, and you, but you're family anyway. One time somebody asked if we were married, and I said she wouldn't put up with me. No, we're not married. We're just good friends. Nana May is the missus. She's the one that keeps me in line at home, and Meryl keeps me in line on the Discord channel and in games. I hope I'm getting like red bars here because I'm downloading so blisteringly fast. Let's see. Check. Almost there. 3 minutes. Woot. We might punch a tree tonight. All right, who's going to take bets on how long it's going to take me to get killed the first time? uh, how long does it take me to verify files once it downloads? That's going to be the other thing. Well, I said we'd stay till 2, and it's almost 2, and it says 3 minutes, and I've got 3 minutes to 2. So I guess we're going to stay past 2. Animates can come down here and go, what the heck are you doing? No, but I probably will not play on official. I'm gonna play single player tonight because I'm not gonna try to get on an official server because I don't feel like sitting in queue. Um, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start working on getting the OG server set up, and that's where I'll be playing. I mean, hats off to people that can manage the server, the official servers. I think you're awesome, but I don't have the patience for it anymore. I'm too old. They don't let me say, get off my lawn on an official server. Oh, I can say it, it just doesn't work. Let's see, what does it say? 2 minutes. Cool dude, Blunt. You have a good evening. Thanks for coming in. You're welcome to stay. I'm going to be starting this sucker up here in a minute. I hope. 2 minutes is what it says. So we'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I think so. I think a small group is a lot more workable. People feel like they're part of something instead of just being either left on their own or just part of a big, huge conglomeration. Less than 1 minute to a raptor death. That's the thing. That's why I've been testing this out. There's really Dillo's there. The raptors are up in the woods, so is until I start going to Beaver Lake, I did not run any into any raptors at that spawn point. Now, if I go down and go up river, there are bunches, and then if you go into the forest to go to the lake, there are always some raptors in there. But on the beach, it was fairly safe, and there's a lot of PTs around there. So I was able to get a Parasaur, a PT, and Mozchops pretty fast. Get off on, go punch a tree. We're gonna find out. I see, because we don't know. The whole dino experience is gonna potentially be different. Yeah, I don't know, Chrissy. It's gonna be an educational experience. As old, I am 62, so I don't feel old, but some people say I am. My grandkids say I lived in the black and white days because we had black and white TVs back then. But no, I don't feel old. I feel like I'm still a teenager and probably act like I still am a teenager according to my wife. Just your joints. Yeah. Yeah, they do a whole lot more cracking these days. And I get a lot more sore doing everything. 74. Congrats, Braveheart. I bow to your leadership. 74 playing video games is freaking awesome. I want to be playing games until they pull the keyboard out of my dead fingers. Your joints feel ancient. You're still a young pup, Chrissy. You don't know what joint pain is yet. I don't. That's not right. That's not true. You can have arthritis at any age, but yeah, degenerative arthritis. Yeah, that's that's so much fun. Something to look forward to. Strokes, degenerative arthritis, all the fun things is when you get old. Walter Cronkite every night, absolutely. Walter Cronkite, the DDT skeeter sprayer coming through the neighborhood, and then the ice cream truck. So we were covered in DDT, and we got to eat fudgesicles in the summer heat. It was amazing, with tar stuck all over our feet from running up and down the roads after they'd just been tarred. She rides horses. Well, yeah, that's true. That'll do it. You're just a pup. I am. I appreciate it when people say that. My finest moment was like 4 years ago. I went into a grocery store and we were getting ready for a party, and my job was to go get the supplies, and I had like a case of beer, and the clerk says, "Can I see your ID, sir?" And I was like, "Really? Thank you so much. I could kiss you." And my wife's like, "Don't touch that poor young lady." Whippersnapper. That's me. I'm a whippersnapper. All right, what do we got? Verifying at 26%. Oh man, Automate's gonna kick my butt. I'll be coming to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Are you planning on sleeping tonight? It's not my fault. It's wild cards. uh, I'm fine. This has been a long week. The sciatica at the beginning of the week was not fun, and it's just now getting so I can move without feeling a twinge that's going to put me on my knees. Sitting in this chair all night is probably not the best thing for it, though. This is like Christmas. Isn't it, though? What's it going to look like when we open it? Is it going to be look the same as it was in the store? Probably won't fit. Oh, come on. You can do it. Come on, computer. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit the button and the computer's gonna start smoking. I have a feeling. Led Zeppelin. She puts up with me. She's done it for 40 years now. This is nothing new. It was a whole lot different when I was working. That was really a trip. I can remember being up till 6 o'clock in the morning playing Destiny and having to be at work at 7. And I'd kind of go up there and try to sneak into bed like I was getting out of bed. She's like, "Don't even think. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. You're gonna go to work, aren't you?" Yeah, I gotta go to work. That was some long days. Yeah, not that I'm addicted to video games or nothing like that. Yeah, it's yeah. 40 years she knows all my tricks. I can't pull anything over on her. It's an art, man. It really is. Play games until 6 and then get up and we work at 7. It's yeah. Not something you can do every day, that's for sure. At least I couldn't. That was a long friggin' day. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to. Exactly. Yes, she does. I'm trying. I'm trying, Meryl. I'm trying to be good. I've got to at least punch a tree. Come on. I promised. We still got 24 people out there. I'm just amazed. Thank you all for being here, holding my hand through this process. It's been a long time coming. All right, what do we got? How much longer? Oh, good Lord. Come on. 3 minutes. Let's go. Speed that thing up. If it says fail to verify at the end of this, I'm going to be so mad. You got to go to work tomorrow, though, do you, Meryl? uh, yeah, being retired is good. Make a character. And that's going to be. Oh, no, no. See, I'm hoping at least the sliders are somewhat similar. It's not hard for me to make a Yuli character. It really isn't. It's just shrink everything to 0. Oh, you're off tomorrow? Good. Keeping you up late. This is on the verification. I hope it's not something else I got to do after this. I'm going to be really upset. Then I will be in trouble. Come on. 2 minutes. Ah, Yeah. When the youngins are sick, nobody gets any rest. Yeah, you would know the feeling of the 6 to 7 wake up call and go to work and not not be feeling it for the day. For anyone that's dropping in and seeing the screen and going, I thought the character creation screen was a lot different. This is ASE. This was just us fooling around earlier, and I left the screen up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I tried to play Fallout 76 with Naname, and she took a whole night trying to come up with working her what her character was going to look like, and I'm like, I can't play. Yeah. Raining sucks when you're having to move stuff in and out of the house. It really just kind of boogers up the whole experience. 36 seconds. This is definitely not how I expected to spend the night. Well, and once they said this was going to happen, I expected it because I didn't expect it to actually come off when it said it was. In fact, told people in the channel when they said it was going to be out at 7:30 Pacific. I said, is that the first cook or the last cook? Okay, what are we doing? Playing? All right, so this is going to be a little bit weird. I don't know what's going to happen, so hang with me. We're going to try to start this game up, and I may have to switch some things around. So I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen, and all right, I'm going to have to close the screen. Up, something's happening. Good Lord, that's loud. Okay, choose your difficulty. That's new. Oh wow, that's really loud. Single player. Okay, here we go, kids. Can y'all see it? Is it working? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Froze. Come on. Oh, black screen. Cursor. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Name. Let's get that out of the way first. Really gonna die a lot. Body template. Skin color's okay. Overall height's alright. Wow. Body composition. Well, this is weird. This is not. Got as close as I can get, I guess. That kind of sucks. We'll just go with voice one. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I like that one. Overall height. That's it? Oh. Iris color needs to be there. Hairstyle. Nah. Nah. Oh, they don't give you much. No. No. Okay, I guess we're gonna do that one. Hair color. That's way too. There we go. Hair tips. Hair tip color. Really? Okay. Eyebrow style. That's good enough. Facial hairstyle. That one. Color. Okay. Where's the color on eyebrows? Doesn't give me much to work with there. I'm assuming y'all are still out there because I can no longer see the chat. So, that all the way down. Head, torso. These are easy. Oops. Trapezius. Wow, they're really getting into kind of muscles. Back muscle? Yeah, pectoral. Make any difference? Belly fat, 0. Chest fat, 0. Back fat, 0. Where are the legs? Oh, arms. It'll look like a scarecrow before it's over with. Legs. Almost there. Oh yeah. He's just looking at me. Butt fat. None of that. Somewhere I got some belly fat I gotta get rid of. Okay. Guess this is me. Oh wow, this is different. I want to be east. This one? I think this is it. I don't think that's the right one. I think we're going North Zone 1. Really wish I could see the chat on my phone. So I can know if y'all are out there. I think you are. All right, here we go. We're spawning.
Yes!
I cannot see chat, so I'm sorry. I cannot see what just happened in there, but I think I owe somebody a thank you. I'll thank you for the super chat. I can't read who it was, but thank you so much. Y'all all saw it. I can't see the chat. If you're counting on me, you're probably out of luck, lady. I would say y'all let me know if this is really loud, but I can't see the chat, so I'm just flying blind here. We're here. It's a circle. Up. Oh, this is moving really slow. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think I was that tan. Oh wow. I gotta change some stuff. This does not look like the guy I just made. Oh hey, there's a dodo. Um, we are going to let's do some fixing because This is not going to work. All right, so we're going to take this down because this is annoying. Video, where's bloom? Motion blur. Presets. There we go. Turn that off. Light shafts off. Motion blur off. Okay.
Yes!
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, save. Let's go. Do it. Resume. Hello, Dodo. Oh, wow. I got a level! Yay! So I have not changed any settings. When I do my my vid on how to set up the game, I'll do that, but I want to get on here and start playing around a little bit. So we're going to do Fortitude, because that's what we do. And we're going to get a hatchet and a fireplace. And I can't get... Should have got the spear first. That was dumb. Oh, look, that works. I'm really a little tiny guy. This is... Oh, there we go. There's first person. Huh? Vault foliage looks interesting. Level up is already... Now I'm on... I guess I'm on vanilla settings right now. Probably the single player mode is on. So that's going to give me your levels a little bit faster. Fortitude. Spear. Pants. Shirt. Let's see what this trike looks like. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Level 26. Yeah, I won't be getting you anytime soon. All right, so yeah, this should be right. Because that should be the path that goes to Beaver Lake. And there's Carnal Island. Oh, yeah, we're here. We're right on time. What is that? Oh, look at the little bitty turtle. Hello, little turtle. What can we do with him? Can we do anything? He's got a little pacifier icon. Oh, look at the PT. Oh, wow. He looks like Kermit the Frog. Oh, now I'm lagging. So this is a 2080 RTX. And I'm sure the settings are not optimized. So they probably could do better with that. Let's make some tools. I like the colors are very vibrant. I like that part. I don't want those in my inventory because I'll end up... What are these? Imagineberry. Vertiberry. Okay, so well, these are new. Pasting can be used to make magenta dyes. Pasting can be used to use green dyes. Oh, okay, so you don't have to... There we go. You don't have to mix your berries to make your dyes. All right, so we got another fortitude bump. We're going to make a box. We're going to make foundation. That's going to spend all that. We got to get here. Got to make a bed. Because until we do that, all bets are off. Let's try to make a box. See what that looks like. Crafting. Can't make a box yet. Can make this. I can go get some flint. Make some pants. And there's another level up. Another fortitude. Now I can make... not going to spend anything right here. Actually, I'm going to make a hat. Okay. We're going to... This... Well, okay. Where's... Oh, there it is. Trying to find the toolbar. This goes here. Because that's where your pick goes. In my world. And let's go get some supplies. Let's see what happens when we break a rock. I'm going to end up hitting this stego, and it's going to be a bad day for me. Please go away from me, Mr. Stego. I do not want to get you mad at me tonight. 1x harvest rates. Ouch. Oh, look. That's interesting. Get some thatch. Makes a lot more noise than I would feel like is needed, but that's okay. Let's make a hatchet. Can't make a spear because we need more wood and more fiber. Get our hatchet, we can get some wood pretty quick. Let's get the wood. Whoa! Oh, do I gotta chop it up now? Oh, evidently not, because it's going right through. Did I get wood? Shut up. Let's put another fortitude. Let's can't make a bed yet. Don't need a mortar and pestle yet. Need the bed. Very badly. Did I get? Oh, I got 29. All right, so now I have some pants. Let's put those on. Oh, they look like the desert pants. That's good. I like the desert pants from Ragnarok. Let's do a box. Can we make a box? We can put our stuff in case I get killed. Because that's going to happen. Fibers. You can get fibers with an axe in your hand. Okay, let's see. Can we make a box now? Box. Yes. We can make a box. And we can, well, can't make a foundation. We can make a box. This Stego wants to be my friend, I think. But I am not in a position to try to tame a Stego right now. Level 7, he's not that high. But I don't think it's going to end well. I got to get in the water. We all know Yuli likes the water. Let's put the box down so we got a place to get our stuff back. Let me see. There's some rocks over here I can use as kind of cover. That's what we'll do. It's a very different feel to the game as far as the way. Oh God, no, no, not a friggin' Pegomax. Oh, shark, shark. Oh, there's wool out here. Ah, shark, 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 shark. Won't come out far. Okay, where's that Pegomax? He's around here somewhere. He's gonna take. Ah, what are those? Ah! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh, there's one. Hyenas on the beach. Who would have thought? All right, random location. At least I got our box down. Oh wait a minute. What is this? This is not the same place. I didn't want to do random on the whole map. Oh, there I am. I'm over here. Let's level up. We're gonna level into melee this time. We're gonna make some spears. Close. Can make a bed. Yay! Spyglass is not gonna help me yet. Can I make a club? Where's the clubs? Oh, no clubs. Oh, it's right there. Got one more level. We'll save our points. Do I need to have a tribe? I need to have a tribe. Call this old game. Now, when I get down to North Carolina, I'm gonna have to restart this whole thing because it's a save game on my computer, and that's not the same. I could bring it down there, but it's just a hassle. Oh crap! What was that? Oh Jesus! Allosaurus is on the beach. What? Oh, come on. I need. Hello. Come here, Dodo. Is he dead? Can I skin him? Can I pick him up? He's gonna drown. Drag body. What? What? Argies? Oh no! Help me! Yeah, this is a lot more dangerous than it was on on Survival Evolved. Is he still after me? No, he's not still after me. Oh look, a Karatica Dawn. All right, I gotta get some stuff before I get killed again. Oh, the hyena's still gonna be down here? Probably. Need to get something to defend myself with. All right, let's see what we can make. This that didn't work out too well. All right, we can make this. Can't make any spears. Oh, because I gotta get a flint. Make a hat. All right, how many deaths is that? Just one, right? Okay, let's see. And we make some spears to defend ourselves with. What do I need? Fiber. I like the interface. It's very clear and easy to understand. Oh, those aren't harvestable. Oh, there's one. Where'd it go? So not all bushes are going to give you fiber, I guess. Oh, there they are again. Dang it. Let's see if we can swim around. I got to get some sort of defense going. There's one. That ain't going to last long. One spear. Oh no, what's chasing me? Oh, they're after me again. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. They do like a challenge though. No fun if you just, don't get killed at all. Y'all want to see any more spots? I love it. Oh God. Okay, okay, that's not even fair. Let's try somewhere else. Maybe we should work up to the Beaver Lake. Let's try medium. See what we get. Let's do this one. That's kind of close. We're getting there. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's the Allosauruses. This is like really close. Let's go over here. This is like a nice little place to hang out. Oh, Jesus. Is he coming over here? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll just drown trying to get up on this rock. Is there a place to get up? Come on, let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Oh, it looked like something. Let me try this again. We're going to go right here. Nope. Nope. Come on. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Please. Please. I'm going to drown out here. All right. Let's try over here. Maybe this will work. Ah, there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. We got it. We got it. Come on. Come on. Come on. There. Yes. I'm safe. Oh, look. I got a little pond here. Oh, yeah. This might be this might be the home for a minute. Get anything? Is that RG's after me again? Okay, we have some fiber. and some wood. Guess I'll have to go up there to get rocks. Into the danger zone. Let's see what we got. We got enough to make anything. Some clothes. Let's put clothes on. Because why not? Oh, I didn't pick sleeping bag. I guess it just comes with the... Oh, because I made the bed. That's why. I make this. So we have some levels. We're going to put that in fortitude. And wait. This is very cool as far as the interface goes. It's very much a little techified. And I like it. Although I don't like tech, but I mean, it's very clean. I'll give them that. Okay. Mush tree. Some more stuff. Nope. Maybe not that. Nope. Stone. Oh. I had to go over there with those bad guys again. Not gonna work out well. You collecting stuff and then get it take away from me. All right, if I get killed again, I'm going to Sock Puppet Island. See what we got there. Oh, that's me shivering. That's what I couldn't remember. I couldn't figure out what is somebody in the Discord chat or something. Couldn't figure out what was going on, but it's me. Oh, come on. Let's go this way. So listening in your headphones. Is that a mod shop? Oh, that's a seagull. Parasaur. Yep. Not ready for you yet. Don't have any stuff to get you yet. All right. I think we're gonna swim out to this island, put this foundation down. We'll get a box, and then we'll come back and kill us some dodos or something, so we can get a bed down, and then we'll be set. We'll be golden once we have a bed, because then I'll have a spawn point. Come on, let me get up here. Oh, thank you so much. Again, I can't see who did it or what's going on, but I do appreciate it so very much. Your kindness is awesome. Oh, why am I dying? Is it that cold here? Oh, this is cool. Can you raise or lower? Let's see. Nope. Nope, no raising and lowering. Alright, I have a foundation. I don't think I can build a box. Nope. And I can't build a bed yet. Oh, darn. Maybe if I ate something. Maybe let's try that. Sounding pretty bad. My food's going up. Health is still not happy. Can't build a fireplace here because I don't think I can. Let's see. Can I build a fireplace? Crafting fireplace. I need stone and flint. I'm gonna die. Ugh. The drums are sounding. There I go. All right. You've died. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. It was nice. Let's get this one more time. We're going to do it. We're going to get a bed down. That's what we're going to do. ETs look amazing. Dodos are kind of cool looking. Not going to lie. I need to get some flint. I'll stay on the, because that water must be like ice. Oh, I'm still ice cold. All right, make that. It's so cold here. Shouldn't be this cold. I tested this. I really did. It wasn't this cold in the ASE. It was hot a lot. Got really hot, but didn't get this cold. I don't know what that flashy thing. Oh, it's because I have a level. Your engram at the bottom right is flashing means you can level up. Fortitude. Don't keep freezing our butt off. Let's see. Oh, I can get a bola. Okay, we're moving on up. A bow and an arrow. Then we'll go back down here and get a mortar and narco. Well, thank you. We have a new member, I think, or I can't see anything. I'm so sorry that I can't see the chat, but thank you so much for all your support. Y'all are awesome. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like Dillos. Oh no, it's a raptor. Oh God, it's a raptor. We're going out here. Let's go. Not that raptors don't swim, but maybe that one's not interested in me yet. It's so cold. So cold. Okay, let's see. There's our foundation. That looks really good. The view is pretty freaking awesome too. Yeah, I would definitely recommend taking off light bloom and shafts and motion blur, but that's just me. Just I just don't like playing with that stuff. Okay, we gotta get a fire going. I'm freezing. Thatch. Freezing again. All right, let's put this down right here before I die. Come on, we can do it. We can. Still not enough. Oh, stone. Darn it. I'm gonna die again. Well, here's my other body. I get to keep any of that stuff? I do. Okay, we got some things. Maybe I got enough. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Hurry! Hurry! Oh no. Come on. Wood. Wood. In there? Light. Oh, thank goodness. Ah! I have dodged death again. Well, actually dodged it for the first time. Alright, so we got to get some more. Fortitude's going to be really important in this version, dudes and dudettes. I can tell you for sure. Because it's friggin' cold here, and on ASC, it was not that cold up here. Alright, let's see. What supplies do I have? I have a metal that I don't need. Put this back on. Crafting. What else can I make? Can make arrows. Can't make a bow. We need to make these because we're gonna go kill some dodos. We need wood. Some wood. Oh, I can't make that yet. I think I have everything I. Oh no, I don't. I don't have to worry about my tools breaking, since I get killed so often. Still need more wood. Don't like. Can I make a hatchet? Yeah. I want to cut down all my trees and just get mostly thatch, because I don't want any trees. Did I instantly put it there? Oh no, we don't want that there. Not the blueprint. We want this. There. Okay. Now, can we make anything else? Oh, we need more wood. That's right. More levels, more fortitude, so I can survive in the wilderness. See, I was running at like 50 fortitude, and I had more than enough to get into the cold area. And here, I'm almost at 40, and I'm still having issues. All right. How's our hunger doing? We're doing good on hunger. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, Yules. Where did meat? Oh, I chopped myself up. Okay. So we put the meat in here. Do I have any hide? I didn't get hide when I chopped myself up. Oh well. Did get meat, so I guess that's good. All right. I'm a cannibal. Can I make a spear now? Let's please make a spear. I would make the bow, but I don't have enough stuff, and probably by the time I make the bow and a few arrows, then let's uh, let's get some more fiber. We got fiber here. Let's make a bow. At least it's a ranged weapon instead of having to be right up on top of whatever I'm trying to kill and having the spear break. There's a little bit of graininess in here, but that's probably because I'm running a 2080. I think if you're running on the minimum requirements, it's gonna have to be. I mean, I'm at medium settings, I believe. It's running's pretty smooth at medium, but just saying. Um, make a bow. 22 arrows. Okay, we should be good. Then I can make a bed, and then we'll be set. What is that? Okay. All right. They won't attack me. The other stuff will. All right. So we have some arrows. Put the bow right there. Slot 4. Then we're gonna notch an arrow. I know I don't want to piss this guy off. He's not mad at me, and he won't get mad at me unless I'm piss him off. But I don't know if he'll attack me after I do that or not. Now, let's not find out. Let's go get enough stuff for a bed. How about that? We don't need to be reminded of our failures. We'll get rid of that. Need to build another box over here, though. Box. More wood. More wood. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on, dude. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, that's not going to happen. Go this way. Oh, yeah. There we go. You know, watch me for an hour and a half trying to jump up a cliff. That's going to be fun. Okay. There. That should be enough to make a box. So we can put all our nice stuff in it. So when the Allosauruses eat us, we won't lose it. There's another piece of wood. Let's get that. No, that's a piece of thatch, I bet. Yep. Okay. Put a box on the foundation. Right there. Put stuff in the box. I like the sound effects. They're not overbearing, but they're just neat. Thunk, thunk, thunk. I don't know if y'all can hear it very well. Again, I do apologize. I can't see the chat, but I see people still on here, so you haven't gotten fed up with me yet. So thank you for being here. If you're enjoying this, make sure you leave a like. It really helps me out. It makes my heart sing. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Let's see if we can kill a dodo before it gets dark. At least I'm not freezing to death in the water. See how fortitude helps you out? Okay. I'm not going to kill the parasaur. Don't worry. But I am going to kill this dodo. Dead dodo. Give me my... Do I get my arrow back? Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, that's another dodo. Let's see. Hatchet gives more hide. We need all the hide we can get. Let's kill another dodo. A nice, satisfying thunk sound effect. That's cool. Hide. Okay. I don't want to kill this guy. He'd have a lot of hide, but I don't want to kill him because I might need him. He's 26. I'll probably run away. Let's see. Can I find another dodo? How much do I have enough for a bed? That's what we need to know, Yules. I need 40 for a bed. I need to kill 2 more dodos. What was that? Oh. What level are you? Are you going to volunteer to be... Ooh, 59. Probably can't kill him with one arrow, and the other one he's going to kill me with. That's the problem with airborne stuff, is they come at you at all angles. I like the icky birds. I hate to say that, because as soon as I say it, they'll start showing up. I hate the icky birds. I hate them worse than the Pegamax. The Allosauruses are still down that way. I'm only going to go so far. Okay. We're not getting dodos down there. Going down here. Alright. Should probably pick up some stuff while I'm running around here. It's there's a lot of rocks on the beach, so it's hard to tell what rocks you can pick up. Make sure I don't get overburdened. Not that that ever happens. Colors are very vibrant. That's a good thing. I know I like games that aren't crap compies. Now, where's the rest of them? Because you know they always bring friends. How much hide do I have now? 43. What do I need? Oh yeah, got enough hide. Let's get the heck out of here. Is it thatch or is it? Okay, it's thatch. All right. Do I have enough to make a bed? Please have enough to make a bed. Just want a bed. No, a lot more fiber and some more thatch. Okay. All right, I think we can get some over here. Let's get off of this beach because this is a dangerous place for human beings. I wonder what this guy does. What does he give me? Oh, you can't use these bows underwater. That's right. You use a crossbow underwater, but not the regular bow. You should know better, Yuli. Playing this game long enough. All right, we can get up on this rock, then we have to jump over. It makes no sense because this looks like a whole lot steeper. But it is what it is. Look, I want fiber, not a bunch of bushes. Or berries, whatever. Okay, that should be enough fiber, I think. Let's see if we got enough. Need thatch. Can't get up that way. How do we get up? How did I get up this last time? Oh, up here. Here we go. Whoop. Nope. Whoop. Whoop. Woo! uh, yeah, the voices are interesting. Please let me make a... Oh, yeah. All right, we're golden. Bump up fortitude. Bump up melee. New more levels skills do I have? One more. We'll do one more fortitude because, good lord, it's hurting me. All right, I have arrows. I'm not. Where's trank arrows? I think they're like down way the heck down here. There's metal. There's trank arrows. Level 21. I gotta make some clubs. And we did bowlers, right? Yeah, we did bowlers. Okay. Clubs. We have to do that. All right, let's put the bed down. Yuli, pay attention. The bed's not gonna do you any good if it's in your inventory. How much room is it going to take up on this foundation? That's going to be interesting. Oh, look. Well, it kind of wants to. I don't want it to be. Come on, I don't want it to be part of the box. It's going to clip. Is it going to? So it has a. E. Okay. If you hold down E, you can move it around. If you don't, it's going to get kind of weird in placement. Nope, nope, I didn't want you there. Okay, we're putting it there. That works. All right. We got a bed. We got a box. Got a foundation. We got a fireplace. We probably have some meat in here that's cooked. What do you think? Think so? Look at that. We got meat. We're gonna get some more meat. Light fire. Okay, now we can put our stuff in here so that we don't lose it. Extra. That. I don't care about that other stuff. Well, cool. All right, I'm gonna try to get technical here. Let's see what happens. Trying to do this. Okay, I can see the chat now. I'm in OBS, so looks like y'all had a lot of fun with me getting killed over and over again. uh, Nose Pick Rick. As far as this is a single player game, I don't like playing officials, um, but I just want to try it out. And I will be setting up servers tomorrow if they're available. Nitrado, I've been checking them all night, and they have not had servers available, and they are the sole provider for servers for Ascended. And as soon as I have servers up, I will post them in our Discord in the channel that I will make called Arc Ascended. Let's see. I would always find a dead server. Yeah, I just like to play, and since we have a community that plays the game, I want to make sure that they've got a place to play that's safe from being briefed. So that will happen probably tomorrow evening because tomorrow's travel day and I'll be on the road for about 5 hours. Welcome to the chat, Fruit Bat. And Juice. I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for being here. Sorry, I've been out of the chat, but I'm working off one monitor while I'm traveling, and I can't keep up with all of the stuff. But anyway, thank y'all so much for coming out here tonight. What do you think? What are your feelings so far of what we've seen? No sound from game. That's not good. Now or probably because so I'm in OBS, so you probably can't hear anything because I'm swapped. The movement it's fine. As far as um, the mushiness, I think it's because this card is on the lower end. The whole time you couldn't hear any game sound? Oh no! You know what? It should be on here. Why is it not on here? Game audio. Properties. Oh, that's wrong. I'm sorry, everyone. I was so trying to get the video on here, I forgot I had to set the audio up too. Um, and I can't even find Arc on the list. That's weird. I will do it again. Try this. Coming across now? No. Dang. Oh, you got it? Did I try to serve available now? All right. Well, it's 3 o'clock, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with it tonight. But yeah, I will have servers set up sometime tomorrow night. Stay tuned in the OG Discord. Link is in the description of the video, and you'll know when I'm gonna get them launched. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'll set them up with the similar rates that we have on the ASE servers, as far as hatch rates and all that kind of thing. And I'll take a look and see what mods are available, and maybe we'll chat during the day and decide what we want to put on there. But for yeah, sorry the sound was out, and sorry I didn't know that, because it was probably something I could have fixed, but I'll have to fix it for next time. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you for putting up with my foolishness for 2 hours while we waited for this thing to start. And thank you so much for those who've contributed and for those that have joined the OG movement. I really appreciate all the support. It really does matter to me. It's not something I take for granted. I just appreciate the heck out of all of y'all. Um, There'll be more ARC to come. As we talked about at the beginning of the stream while we're kind of hanging out, there'll be a trivia contest in the next stream, and I will be giving away 4 copies of ASA to people who are lucky enough to know the trivia. And if you didn't hear it, you can go play back the VOD and get all the answers, because I gave them all out tonight. So everybody will know. Okay, y'all take care. Thank you so much for coming out. Be good to each other, and I'll see y'all next time. This is Julie signing out.